What's going on, everybody? This your man Lucky back with another live stream. I hope everybody's doing well. If you're new here, welcome. If you've been here before, welcome back. I appreciate the support. Do me a favor as you come onto the live stream, hit the thumbs up button. That'll let the algorithm know that somebody's watching this thing, and it'll send it out to more people so more people can watch, the more people get involved in the conversation, the more interesting the conversation will be. What up? What's going on, everybody? How y'all doing?
Good.
Good.
I'm good.
Everybody good? Okay. We got
Wake it up, man. Wake them up.
it's the nobody
It's
doing
It's the weather.
Yes,
oh man, I gotta go to work tomorrow. That's what it is.
you gotta go to work tomorrow. Yeah, we all gotta go to work tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? I
No
hope
lie.
we all got work to go to tomorrow.
Not me.
Oh, okay, we got somebody showing off. I see we got showing off. So we got somebody showing off. All right, anyway, we're gonna get in. we're gonna get into this thing. Okay. Today's topic, we're gonna talk about relationships, and are relationships selfish by nature? You know what I'm saying? Listen, all of the talk that I hear lately, right, is all about what are you bringing to the table? What are you gonna do for me? What you this and all of that, right? And so, are relationships themselves selfish by nature? What y'all think? I'm gonna let Mims answer this first. Yeah, I'm picking on you today.
How? How you gonna pick on me today? Because I'm the only one in here single.
Okay, that's very true. So you think I should add, you think so that question should go toward, well, what do you think about people that are in relationships? Do you think that they are selfish by nature?
Sometimes I do see yes.
Yeah. You think
Yeah, I do.
that,
Yeah. But I can't. I don't want to let somebody else answer. Why you gonna come to me first? That's not fair.
Hey,
I
like
I'll answer.
last week she was saying we was gonna attack her
yeah, she
For
because
felt like,
she's the
real.
only woman on the panel,
yeah.
and now you have two other women. Now you're gonna pass it off.
Yeah, I can't answer that really good.
She got back up today.
She got back
Yeah, I
Yeah.
up.
All
got
right,
I
then
got
then y'all answer that then.
All right, go ahead,
Next up.
Nobi.
I say yes.
You say that
I
relationships are
yes.
selfish.
Yes.
Okay.
Because you want what you want.
Okay. All right. What about you, Lakita?
I'll say no.
You said no, relationships are not selfish.
Hmm.
No.
Okay. What about you, Mr. Nobody?
What I've been seeing lately, I'm gonna say yes.
You want to say yes? Okay, I
Yeah.
agree. I think relationships, for the most part, are you know what I'm saying, selfish. I don't think that they're necessarily designed, you know what I'm saying, to be that way. But I just, at the end of the day, I do believe that there is a selfishness about, you know what I'm saying, being in a relationship. I don't know. I don't know.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So so typically, right, when, I don't know, you're dating somebody, you're seeing somebody, and then you want to get to that point where it's understood that, you know, y'all are in a relationship. Typically, um, I'm getting feedback from somebody. Typically it's about what, it's usually like you automatically from the gate are you put restrictions on that other person, right? So it's like, hey, if we're going to be together, you can't do A, B, C, and X, Y, Z, right? Do y'all agree with me on that?
Yes.
Yeah, that's more of the boundaries, right? Or is that the self?
Expectations.
Yeah. I'm looking more at the request they have to be in the relationship. You know what I
Okay.
mean? That's what I was looking more towards.
The request that the other person has, you saying?
Yeah. When they be wanting, you got to do this for me. You have to do that for me. You got to send me this. You got to do this. And like, it's always about me instead of us. And that's where I get it, where, like I say, it's selfish on that part.
Okay, so let's flip that and let's put that on us getting into a relationship.
Mhm.
Do we have restrictions on what that person that we're getting into a relationship can and can't do?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, men. Sometimes they like the kid said, their expectations are a little high. You know, some guys got it, some guys don't. Let's put it that way. So
Okay.
everybody move the same with their list of what you can, what you can't do. That's why I
Okay.
look at it.
Okay. So Lakita, you're the only one that doesn't feel that relationships are selfish by nature. So let me ask you this. When you going into a relationship with someone, do you have terms and conditions as to what that person can and cannot do in order to sustain a relationship with you?
I definitely have expectations, definitely. But I don't look at that as being selfish. You know, it's what you yourself, will accept or not. Um so that I don't think that that's necessarily selfish. It depends on what it is.
Okay. Is there any expectation that you would put on someone that would prevent them from doing something that they want to do?
Not necessarily. As a woman, I would state my expectations on how I want to be treated. And it's up to that person whether or not they want to treat me that way or not. And then it's my choice on whether I want to continue to be in a relationship with them or not.
Okay.
True.
So okay. So let me ask anybody else on the panel. Has anybody else on the panel been in a relationship with someone where they had an expectation of someone where that expectation that they have of that other person can prevent that person from doing something that they probably want to do, but you don't want them to do it?
Yes.
For example, I'll just
Yeah,
make
I'm
it
gonna
easy.
say repeat. I'm gonna say repeat that.
Okay,
No,
you're in a
yes.
relationship with someone and they say, hey, look, we can be in a relationship, but I want to be with other people. Typically,
Okay.
that's going to be a no. Like, you understand what I'm saying? So if
Yeah.
that person is telling you, hey, look, we can be in a relationship, but I just want to, do A, B, C, X, Y, and Z, right? Is
Right.
it selfish of you to say, hey, you know what? I know that's what you want to do. I know that's what you would love to do. I know that is what would make you happy. However, it would make me feel some type of way if you did that. So, nah, we can't be in a relationship if that's what you want to do. Is that a form of selfishness? Is that a form of trying to stop someone from doing what it is that they want to do?
I don't think so.
It's weird because I say yeah, but then you say no because the person just has the option to say nah. Well, they have the choice. So if you get into this relationship and you still, I don't, I, it's it that's I don't know. Now you kind of
Yeah.
construed it a little bit.
No, I don't think it's
I
selfish
do
if
it.
he's telling you, yeah, we can kick it, we'll be in a relationship, but I am gonna see other people. Like basically, I'm gonna respect our relationship, but I'm gonna see other people. And if you agree to it, then you agree to it. Basically, he just gave you what's gonna be the plan if we be together.
I
So it's
think it's
basically
the
gonna be an
total
open
opposite.
relationship.
You know, what's that, Lakita?
I think it's the total opposite because if one comes to the table and say, I want this, but it's like I want to have my cake, and eat it too. Like
Yeah,
it would be selfish for that person to say, well, we're in a relationship, but I want to still live like a single person and to expect that, if it's a guy or vice versa, a woman, that the other person is going to be okay with it.
well,
It's
but
selfish
he's not
for
living as a
them,
single person. It's just he's gonna treat her like his girlfriend. He's gonna take care of her, but
but he
he's
gonna
gonna
see
see
other
other people.
people.
Yeah.
So
So
I
that's a
mean, to me, it is
requirement.
what single
That'll be a
people.
requirement if you want to be with him. So it's not selfish. It's just I'm just giving you the requirements and how I rock.
So
And if
if
you want to rock with me, this is how we're gonna do it.
so if that's his requirement, is that okay for the other person to do the same thing? Is he saying
If
that
he agreed to it, yes. But if he doesn't, then he just kick her to the side and find somebody who do.
Now, I'm just trying to understand this because I'm listening and hearing that this is what he wants. And if she's okay with it, that's what I'm just trying to figure out. Is it okay for her to do the same thing?
Okay.
Yes, we're in a relationship, but now I'm going to see other people too. Because
Yeah,
a lot of times,
if he agree to it, then yeah.
Okay.
But he'll have to agree to it.
Okay, hold on. I want to jump in here right quick. How did we automatically go to he? It could be
She
the
switched
woman.
it over.
One
of them
could be
switched
the
it over.
woman. Like, why do we? Why
So they
do I
trying to
always
flip that
gotta be
record
like
over,
this? You
them
always
12-inch
go
records.
to
They
the he.
flipping those
It
records
could be-
over and
Yeah,
playing the
it
other
could be the
side.
woman. It could be the woman that's saying, "Hey, listen, we can be in a relationship, blah blah blah. However, a now and then, you know what I'm saying? This is, what I want to do.
That's
You
selfish.
know what I'm saying? That's selfish of who?
Either one who would choose to say something like that. It's selfish.
Yeah, it's just
Okay,
requirement.
so it's selfish. So hold on. It's selfish for them to want something extra, but it's not selfish of the person who's stopping them from wanting extra. It's
Absolutely not.
how do you pick which one is selfish and which one is not?
Because in that case, if you're talking about, hey, I want us to be in a relationship, but I want to still be able to do whatever I want to do, that's selfish. It's like, why get in a relationship with that person? Why put that title on it if you're not ready to be committed in any type of way? Like, might as well just say, I just want to hang out with you. I think you're cool, but right now I'm not sure about what I want.
So the person that is the one that's saying, I don't want you going out and being with other people. That person wants that they want their significant other all to themselves.
That's not selfish, though.
No, I'm asking you a question. Is it that they want them all to themselves?
I guess you can say that as well. Like,
that
they
would be
want to be
selfish.
exclusive. That's not selfish.
That exclusive.
They
No,
want to
that's
be in a
selfish.
relationship with each other. They want that person to equally feel the same way about them that they feel about.
It has nothing to do with feelings.
Has
It doesn't have
nothing.
anything to do with feelings.
It's not selfish.
Uh-uh.
It's not selfish because you don't want to share your partner with somebody else.
When you don't share, okay, if you don't share your toy, right? If you have a toy and your
That's
brother
not
and your
selfish.
sister want to come play with the toy and you're like, no, it's my toy.
It's certain
right?
things you don't
Typically,
share.
No. Okay, but typically I hear parents say, oh, don't be selfish. You share.
So,
right?
so let me ask you a question.
No. You can't ask me
Would
a
you
question
share
if
your
you
underwear?
answer mine. We're not gonna
Now,
do
what
that.
do you talk?
We're
Wait,
not gonna do that.
wait a minute.
We're
Let me
not gonna
stop.
do that. At least answer my question first. Is it selfish if a kid has a toy and then another kid wants to play with that toy? Is that considered selfish if they don't want to share that toy?
I mean, I would say so, but a human being is not a
No,
toy.
I just need a yes or no. Yes or no.
No.
It's not selfish. See, I noticed something about you. You answer the question based on how you think it's going to affect the next thing that's going to be said. You just said that in the
Because I
beginning,
know,
you said it was
I know
selfish,
you, and I
but
know
now
what
you don't.
direction
But I'm just
you're
saying,
going
you can.
in.
You trying to counter him instead of answer the question.
Exactly. Just answer
I answered the
honestly.
question,
So you've never
but I
told.
said it's totally different.
Okay, but so what's your answer to the question? Yes or no? Is it selfish?
Oh Lord,
No,
yes
it's
or no?
not.
So it's not
There's just
selfish?
certain things that are not negotiable when it comes to sharing. Like, you wouldn't share your food with somebody.
That's not what I'm asking though. I'm asking about a kid with a toy. You have kids, right?
And I said, if a kid doesn't share their toy, I mean, if they, I mean, it also depends on the
You still
setting.
haven't answered the question. You keep
I
saying,
did. I
and
said
then-
I said it's selfish if they don't share the toy.
okay, it's selfish. All right, thank you. You
said
got that.
that. Yeah.
Work over here.
Did y'all miss me?
Yes.
Absolutely not. My
Yes.
pressure just went up, man. I gotta sit here with that little thing wrapped around my arm, man. Tight on my arm.
Hey, what you say? Need that little ball to squeeze?
Go ahead. Buckle up. Get ready for the ride.
Pressure ball.
Right. All right. So okay, go ahead. I'm gonna let you go ahead and get to your point.
I was just
Yeah.
stating when you compare like a toy, I mean, a human being is not a toy. There's just certain things you don't share.
But if you
Sharing
agree
your
on it,
partner is like sharing your underwear. I wouldn't share my underwear with somebody else.
but there are people that do share underwear.
Well, let them share their underwear. Don't mean I got to share.
So you're
Because you keep
selfish.
making,
You're
see, that's the
selfish.
thing. You always go to you. And we need to be speaking in the general status. You always speak in a personal status.
I mean, that's personally how I feel. So that's my view across the board when it comes to other people too.
Okay, so it's when it comes
General,
to your partner.
general statements instead of, because you can make it personal. We don't know you personally like that, you know.
But I'm
You saying,
saying,
you know, you don't share underwear, but we don't know. You might really do share your underwear. You know what I'm saying? Big draws, little draws. It don't know. I don't know. Hat
I'm
pockets in them,
sorry.
you know.
Them
Look at
draws
this. This is
need to
like,
go in
what?
the trash if somebody else put them on.
You know, she's got them big draws, got the back pockets.
Okay,
You know?
okay, so Lakita, right? I'm going to pick on you since you answered the question how you did, right? Okay, so I mean I understand what you're saying, right? You don't want to share your partner, right? I get that. I understand that. So let me ask you this. If your partner loved to roller skate, would you let them roller skate? If they loved bicycle riding, would you let them ride bikes? I need you to answer me.
Yes, yes.
Okay. If they love the mountain climb, would you let them mountain climb?
I would not, be happy about that, but I can't stop them from doing whatever they're gonna do.
Okay, because you can't stop anybody from doing anything they want to do, right?
No, absolutely not.
Okay, so if your partner had a love for women,
Ooh-wee.
would you let them be them?
I mean, they can be them all they want to be, but that don't mean they're gonna be them with me.
Okay. So you would let them have certain things. So do you look
I'm
at
gonna let them make whatever choices they want to
right?
make, and
Yeah, I
then they just
understand.
have to deal with the consequences because I've already set the expectation. So
Right.
if somebody sets the expectation in the relationship, it's up to the other party whether they want to respect the other person's wish or whatever. It's up to them.
Right. I understand that fully 100%, but I'm just want to know if your expectation comes from a place of selfishness. That's all. I'm just
Absolutely
saying, you know what
not.
I'm saying? Oh, okay. All right, hold on. Let me see. We got Skinner up here. Mims, go ahead and read that.
So yeah, but you don't have to agree or be in a relationship with them if that's what you choose.
Okay.
Yeah,
Got it.
that's what I was
Got
saying.
somebody on
Right.
board with me, yeah.
Right.
Mhm.
No,
No,
I'm not
that's
saying that what you're saying isn't accurate. I'm
Mhm.
just trying to see if where the expectation comes from. Does the expectation itself come from, you know what I'm saying? A place of a place of selfishness. I get it. Yes, set the expectation. You got standards, you got boundaries, you got terms and conditions and all of that. I agree 100%. And what you set is what you set. I agree 100%. I'm just trying to see if whether or not it comes from, you know what I'm saying? A place of selfishness. Like, yo, that's my person. I don't want to share my person. You
Now,
understand what I'm saying?
if you're in a relationship with somebody, right, and they have friends, right, and you say, "Well, I don't want you hanging out with your friends," that's selfish because they had those friends before you. So if they have
What if
friends,
they had these women before you?
so y'all gonna say, so you good with your man hanging out with a female?
no,
Because wait a minute now, you
it,
being
it it
selfish.
really depends. It really depends on the female.
So if they were friends before,
If they were truly friends, and
I mean, what's truly banging, not banging? What's
not
truly?
banging,
But how
yeah.
would you know? They could have banged back and they're about 18 years old, 19.
I would just have to trust my judgment.
Okay, hold up. So we got Reg in the building. What's good, Reg? Reg said, I think selfish might be the wrong word and a lot of the questions asked. Okay, Reg, what would the right word be? Let me know what what the right word would be if it's not selfish. All right. So Nobi, what's up? What's your take?
That's my take.
Yeah.
I think we're all selfish by nature. Most people are.
Yeah.
Um, it is what it is. We want to be with. I will say most women want to be with that man. Just
Exclusively.
yes, exclusively. You don't, and I think sometimes as women we feel like if he's looking at someone else or wants to be with someone else, it we feel as if what are we not doing? What did we do wrong? But it's not always what we did wrong or what we're not doing. It's just, you know, they're just looking somewhere else.
Okay. I have a question. Thanks, Nobi. I have a question, right?
Oh,
Is the relationship itself selfish? Like, is getting into the relationship itself? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Selfish
because
for who?
for either party.
What,
What?
to ask
Who are they
someone to
being
be in a
selfish
relationship?
against?
Yeah, like the actual
To ask
setup of
someone
a
to be in a
relationship.
relationship, is it
Because
selfish?
typically, usually, right, there's already going to be some established. I'm not gonna say established because every relationship is different, right? But there's typically already like, okay, if we're getting into a relationship, it's already some terms and conditions that are going to go along. You know what I'm saying, with that relationship, and so is getting in the relationship. Period. You know what I'm saying? A way of being selfish. Like, okay, look, when we get into a relationship, you already know you can't do A, B, C, and X, Y, Z. And so that's why I'm getting into a relationship with you. And so that you don't do A, B, C, whereas we can be, I can be me, you can be you, and we can go on and live happily ever after. But once we get into a relationship, you got to cut this off. You got to stop that. I don't accept this and blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying? So is just by nature getting into a relationship selfish itself because of what typically goes along with, or what what the other person has to give up by being in a relationship.
I don't think it'll be selfish. I think it's more commitment.
More
That's why
Oh,
commitment.
I look at it
hey,
more as
look what Red
instead of
said.
selfish, gonna be commitment based on I'm asking you, do you want to get in this? We hadn't done anything, we hadn't discussed anything else about the relationship. So I'm basically asking you to be in a committed relationship with me. And if you agree, then we can go through and
Oh, look, you just said
fine
it.
tune
In
this
agreement.
thing, then we're gonna fine tune it because he, like I say, might be into poly, she might be into poly, and all that stuff. Then you start figuring it out, like, okay, what you mean by being in a relationship? Then you got to break this thing down. But it goes from there. But a lot of people don't ask questions. So
I
they
think
just
this
say
is why
yes,
I'm single.
and then they why
Because
you
it's
be
too
popping up, you just
complicated.
don't say nothing. You just hop in there and go.
I can't. It's just too complicated. It's too much.
You got to fine tune it, man.
she said.
I mean, you can go ahead and keep doing what you're doing. I mean,
I ain't got time for
party
all
over
of
here,
that.
party over there.
Okay, so look
It'll
now,
work out.
check this out, right? I have a question. Commitment, right? You just use the word commitment. Does commitment automatically mean you cut everybody off? Like, can you not be committed and still have a life outside of, you know what I'm saying, the person that you made a
Yeah,
commitment to?
that's what I'm
Can
saying. That's why you got to
both
have those
not happen?
conversations afterwards, because commitment to me may be something different. Commitment to you. And
Yeah,
so
I'm seeing
commitment
that.
to
I'm
you
seeing
might
that.
mean I can't do anything. I can't go nowhere. I
Right,
can't talk to nobody. I
right,
can't do this or that. And
right.
then to me, it's like I can still do all these things. Just we gonna be dating. Just basically we gonna be dating each other, see how this work out.
Yeah, I'm seeing that a
Well,
lot
you
lately. People get into relationships and all of a sudden they can't have no friends. They can't have no friends outside of that relationship.
Yeah, but if you ask them up front before y'all get into that relationship, like how do you feel about if you win a relationship and they say or she says, well, I don't want my man talking to nobody. We with me. I said, that'd be already boom. Okay. I know not to get in no relationship with you and keep it moving.
so you said, as long as everybody's setting clear expectations up front,
Yeah, you gotta
then
talk. Yeah.
nobody has to feel trapped.
Where you become with these words? She got you had like a trauma or some shit, man. Like trapped, and you have
I'm just
crazy stuff.
saying.
I like
hold
that
up.
I'm
comment.
just
Hold up.
saying because
Yeah.
sometimes
I ain't saying you
you
trapped because you talking about it. You trapped if you refuse to leave and he won't let you leave.
I like
I
that.
didn't.
That's trapped.
That's why I
But
say feel trapped, not actually be trapped.
All right,
nah,
hold on,
you
hold on,
can't
hold on. Let
feel
me read.
trapped if he ain't holding
Hold up.
you.
Hold up. Let me read this this comment by Skinner. What's good, Skinner? What's popping, man? Skinner said that's not
Relationship
commitment.
prison.
That's relationship.
Yeah, people get caught up in it.
I like that.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
crazy.
So yeah, I'm just
Hey,
curious.
Skinner, people love going to jail though.
Yeah, I'm just, can you be, committed to somebody, you know what I'm saying? And still, you know what I'm saying? Just have other things, going on. Does that mean you can't be, you know what I'm saying, committed?
I think as long as the other person knew that up front before they decided to agree to be in that relationship, then it's fine. But if it's a surprise that comes up later, then that's the problem.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Okay. Okay. I
A
get
lot of
that.
people don't tell you that up front, and then they start doing something, and then next thing you know, it's like, oh,
Well, that's
no,
because
it's
a lot
not.
of people don't ask up front.
They don't ask, but they don't tell either. So, maybe it's
Right.
a two-way street. You don't ask, and nor do they tell.
Right.
And then later on, that's when a problem happens.
Yeah, because you never know if somebody gonna be like you and be like, yo, before we get into this relationship, you gonna steal $800 from me because I need to know
Hell,
now. You're not gonna ask that, right? You know what I'm saying? There's some random stuff that be happening in these relationships lately. You know what I'm saying? It's some you're not gonna just take my PlayStation and sell it on eBay or nothing, right? You know what I'm
I'm
saying?
dating
Random stuff.
crackheads.
Yo,
I'm
Well,
like
yeah, you might need to ask them how they feel about drugs and all that
right?
stuff.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. Those those some straight pookies there. They'll take your PlayStation.
All right. That's
Yeah.
that's interesting. So let
That's
me ask you.
selfish.
That's real.
That's
That's
selfish.
real.
You know
That's
what I'm saying?
selfish.
You need to make
Hey,
PlayStation.
Lucky, that's real. Y'all got some dudes out here like, hey, what's up, baby? You walk in the bathroom, freshen up, you come back out, your PlayStation stolen. This 40-year-old man done stole your PlayStation running down the street.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Like,
especially if
damn.
it's a PS5.
So let me ask you this: is there anything in relationship wise that any of y'all think is selfish? Right? It's rooted some way somehow in a form of selfishness. Right? And I get it. I understand. So like what Red said, boundaries and all that. I get that. I fully understand that. But I'm just trying to see if those those boundaries, the standards that you have and all of that stuff is just rooted in a sense of, you know what I'm saying, in a sense of selfishness, like mine, you know what I mean? Like one of the things I can say, and I think me and Mims went back and forth about this one time about, she was like, men is always about mine, like, women are a man's property and stuff like that, right? So I can say, I'll say that for me as a man, yes, you know what I'm saying? Yes, it's my boundaries that I have is rooted in a sense of selfishness. Like, nah, you mine, right, man? It's like, right,
Yeah, you know what I'm
women,
saying? Men
you know what
take,
I'm saying?
men
Mine,
go
mine.
work, woman take and cook food. No.
She's like, no.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, so for me, I can say, yeah, it's rooted in a for me, it's rooted in a sense of selfishness. Yes, I can
Maybe y'all
say
just
that.
got single child syndrome.
Who said that
The
again?
only child syndrome. Maybe y'all got that.
I am an only child.
Lucky your only child?
I'm an only child now. I haven't always been.
Oh, okay then.
I-
Now,
I've always been.
Nah, I have a brother.
you
so,
I
only
have
girl.
3
so
sisters.
Mr. Nobody, you saying that what selfishness is rooted comes from like being a only child, like not
Sometimes.
having to share. You saying?
Yeah. Some kids don't learn to share. And they grow into adults doing the same thing.
No.
Which I don't think so. Because I'm my only child and I always felt like I've always shared because
Yeah, you were a person that doesn't share, usually he'll say that.
Well, you may not you might not even notice you do it. I mean, you might not notice you doing something that's real selfish.
Okay, so
right.
y'all don't think
Yeah.
y'all don't think wanting somebody all to yourself is a form of selfishness?
No, I
Wanting
said yes.
somebody
The answer is yes all across the board. Yeses.
Okay, so Lakita, you don't think that wanting someone all to yourself is a
No.
form of selfishness?
I don't.
What would you call it?
Exclusiveness. It's not selfishness.
But what would you? Where does that
Exclusive is
exclusiveness?
pretty
Where
much
does it come from? What is it? It doesn't come from anywhere. You just want somebody all to yourself, right?
I mean, when it
That's
comes to them being all to myself as opposed to being with me and other women,
Right.
then that's not selfish.
What is it? You said it's
Yeah, because you keeping that man from the other women. Why you don't want to share with them?
It's safe.
It is safe. You're right.
yeah.
But you know what I'm saying?
I get that. I feel
Yeah,
what
you know
you're
what I'm
saying.
saying?
He might be sharing safely though. He's using the proper items to keep safe, getting tested.
Yeah,
When a
listen,
shoe
nobody, I don't
come,
want
when a shoe
nobody
come
touching my-
flying,
I don't want nobody
from your
touching my
side and
man.
hit you upside the head, I'm not gonna say anything.
See, now you're being violent. See, now
No,
you got to
it's not
do a
gonna
whole
be
new
me.
show for that.
Relationship
It's not gonna be me. I'm not in your house.
Ain't no shoes flying in my house. I might be over there. We don't throw shoes around here.
No, I don't throw no shoes.
Let me see. I think being insecure can make someone be selfish on certain things. I agree.
Yeah,
I agree
definitely.
100%. I agree 100%. And I think that somewhere
Those are worse.
I think that, but I think everybody might have a little bit of that in them. And so for the people, I'll say for those of us that are, in relationships, but I'm speaking for myself, you know what I'm saying? There might be a little bit of like, okay, let me lock this person down so that, you know what I'm saying? In my mind, I'm like, okay, they're off the market. And so I lock them down. Whereas if I don't lock them down, they're pretty much free to go do this and go do that and whatever. Although, even in a relationship, they still gonna do whatever it is that they're gonna do. But sometimes it might give you a false sense of security. Just, you know what I'm saying? In your mind, it's like, well, okay, I got them. They're locked down. They're off the market. So I don't have to worry about anything. But it's not always like that,
Yeah, I think it's
not
selfish
always like that.
to want right off the bat, like somebody, you meet somebody, and as soon as you meet them, they go into that stage, what you just explained. They want to lock you down right then and there within a week. They assume that you guys are a committed couple.
Before the relationship conversation?
Yeah.
Okay.
They just assume, like, because sometimes it'll go a month or two, you never really had the conversation.
Mhm.
They're just assuming that since they seeing each other regularly, that's what it is. But then they find out later on, because you never had the conversation. I'm seeing other people. You're not the only one. We just, you got to talk these days, man. If you ain't talking, you're just gonna get surprised.
It's set the expectation up front.
You got somebody on your side, Lakita.
Let me see. Okay. Skinner, what's good? Okay. Like if you've been cheated on, that's why you wouldn't want them to have opposite sex friends and hang out. This is what I took.
He corrected
What the Lakers were saying.
Lakita.
That Lakers.
He spelled it wrong. Yeah, he meant
Lakita. Okay. All right.
Oh, you talking about having a friend?
Yeah, having friends and stuff like that.
The opposite sex.
Yeah.
Nah, that shit ain't never gonna work.
You said it wouldn't work?
It ain't gonna work.
So you don't agree with that?
No.
So if you get into a relationship and she's like, nah, you can't have
like, you got mutual friends, but when you have friends where y'all need to go and hang out and talking and on the phones and hanging out and all that shit, nah, that ain't gonna work.
Why you say it wouldn't work? Like, what about it wouldn't work?
It ain't gonna work.
It wouldn't. Okay, so let me ask you this: Would you say it wouldn't work? Would it not work on their end, like opposite
on my
sex
end,
friends, or on your? Okay, all right, that's
on my end. It ain't gonna work.
You're speaking on yourself.
Yes,
right.
Yes. Hell no, that ain't gonna work. And y'all ain't gonna agree, because y'all can sit and say what you want to say, but doggone well, if your man was hanging out with some female, then I'm gonna tell you now, No man who says he has a female friend, the female is ugly. You tell me one person that has a female friend that's ugly. When I mean
I
friend,
got
they
you.
hang out at drinks, they hang out at the bars, they talk on the phone. She's like a sister to me. Tell me one that's ugly. Tell me she fat, ugly, disgusting. No, she is very nice looking. You know why? Because
Nah,
he just hoping one day she mess around and have 1 ounce of weakness and let old buddy in.
nah.
I
I'm a,
don't think that's true.
look. I'm a
Y'all
disagree.
always say, all right, let
I'm a
let your
disagree with
man
that
hang
one.
out.
I'm a
Y'all
disagree
gonna think
with that.
about it now. You're gonna think about it now. Watch. What's your friend? We gonna go to them profiles, look at them pictures. She is cute. Yeah. Nobody hang out with ugly
Nah,
girls. Nobody hang
I
out with
don't
ugly
know.
women.
I don't know. I disagree with that one.
Shit.
I disagree with that one.
Shit.
I disagree.
I wish I had my shit. Hit the shit button.
You know what I'm saying?
Nah.
Hold on. What my
I don't have one.
Nah. I don't know. I don't think that's accurate. I have female friends. They damn, I don't know. My friends gonna be looking like, oh, you think I'm ugly? But nah, I don't have to. Okay, put it like this. Okay, this is what I'll say. I'll say I'm not attracted to them. Put it like that. I'll say I'm because like the level of attraction that you have for somebody makes them look better. You know what I'm
But
saying?
see,
Like
those
you ever
like
break
those,
up,
see, those different
you
type
ever
of
been
friends.
dealing with
Those are
somebody and you like all in love, head over heels, and then when you break up with them and you look at them like, ew, like I was bugging over that. Like,
Right.
well, see, them like
Yeah.
acquaintances though. What I'm
you know
saying,
what I'm saying?
friends, is that they actually spending time doing things. Like
Like
you
they
have
hanging
women,
out, going to dinner.
yeah, like they go to dinner together, they go to movies together. She'll call him when she need company or something. Come over and fix things for me. And he goes and he belongs to somebody else. Nah,
Mm.
nah, that ain't gonna
That
work.
sounds like a little more than friends.
Exactly. Let your man go. You'll find out.
That sounds like a little more than friends.
Well, it's one waiting on the other. Put it like that. Nothing has happened yet, but she knows this man got something, or he knows she got something for him. And most of the time, they had a little something way back in the day, or they both attracted, but he's married and they never crossed the line, or she's married and they never crossed the line. They just waiting on one or the other to have a weak moment, and then there it is.
I mean,
Y'all don't
that's
have to believe me.
possible. No, I'm not saying that's possible, but
I'm
that
just
doesn't
telling you, I've
always
been around a
happen.
long time. I was single for a long time now before I got married.
I think if any person allows themselves in the wrong situation, that's why you have to be careful the situations you put yourself in. Because
Well, I mean, they already did it. It's a thing called catering to the ego. A woman will cater to your ego if you're around long enough. And next thing you know, you just smiling your ass off when she come around and doing shit you ain't supposed to be doing.
okay, cool. All right. So
Yeah.
look, check this out.
Got y'all
In
thinking.
a relationship, right? How long will you stay um in a relationship where where your expectations are not being met? Like, how long before the conversation needs to be had to where the relationship is potentially, you know what I'm saying, gonna come to an end when your expectations are not being met?
I think the conversation should happen right away. And if the change
2
don't
weeks.
soon follow, then it needs to be over.
It needs to be over.
Yeah.
That easy?
Yeah.
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
I stayed.
That's
I
it.
stayed a long time. I don't know exactly how long, but I stayed a long time in a relationship.
I'm gonna
'Cause you
say
got, you know,
majority of people stay years before they leave.
because you start thinking like, oh, they're going to change, or you have a conversation, they say they're going to do better, and they may change for a moment and then revert back to their original ways, and then you go back and forth again.
Now, yeah, when I was younger, yeah, I was stupid, and I kept staying in a stupid relationship for a long time. But after you have kids, and them kids drag you through the freaking cement, let me tell you something.
God.
You got 2 weeks. You got 2 weeks to straighten up. I need to see some type of improvement If not, you can kick rocks 2 weeks. I ain't got time for that. And this is what you talking for me. Now, if you younger, okay, you know what I'm saying? You got time to play these all right.
Okay.
She was going in. I
All
got it, man. You don't like your kids no more.
right.
I got
Yeah.
it.
Mims,
I
Mims,
forgot the doggone question, man. Man, talking about them doggone kids.
Ah.
all right. So listen. I have another question, right? Okay, y'all remember that joint that Tina Turner made, right? What's love got to do with it, right?
Yes.
How much do you
Mhm.
think love plays a role in a relationship?
Yeah, when you're in love, it plays a lot. So you gotta, man, you
Well,
gotta
we
fix
think
it.
we in love.
Think, yeah,
That's the thing
but
too. We think we in love.
yeah, love, man, because people be getting that. You saw Tina Turner? She was getting her ass whooped.
Eat the cake, anime.
Right, he drug her in that room. You see, yo, man, yeah,
Why y'all always bringing up some violent stuff with everything?
he did. He said, "What love got to do with it?" That was the
Yeah,
movie.
but
The movie had to
man,
do
getting
with
your
the
ass
eyes
whooped
getting
on love. Some people just laying
yo.
down, just making love, man.
Now you know what? That didn't have nothing to do with love. Actually, she was only with him because she was scared of him, because she was trying to get away from him, and he was like, "Yeah, nah, you ain't going nowhere."
That was more business. She wasn't trying to live
Yeah,
because
yeah.
they had that lifestyle. They ain't want neither one want to give up that lifestyle and that money.
Mhm.
I think
Yeah.
he
So it
pretended to
wasn't
be somebody else in the beginning.
He
That's how
did.
she got involved with
right.
him.
But that's
Yeah.
how people can be. What's that thing they always say? And I think we said this before. You meet that person's um, representative. I
Right.
think Chris Rock said that at one of his comedy shows. You meet that person's representative in the beginning, and then you really find out who they are. And you always portray yourself in a different light in the beginning. You want the person to like you. You basically want them to buy in.
Well, that's why you don't. That's why you don't jump in it though. That's why you don't jump in a relationship. You give it time. What about the song "In Love with the Stripper"? That's for the
And you
simps,
know
man.
He
damn well
said the
you not in
steps.
love with no damn
That's for the
stripper.
simps. Them simps only fall in love with strippers, man. They be in
I,
there asking for their phone numbers.
I check this out, y'all. I just brought to the stage. I just brought to the stage Chocolate God. What's up, Chocolate?
Oh,
Hey,
okay.
hey, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you loud
Yes.
and clear. Y'all can hear
Hi,
her?
everybody.
Hey,
Hello.
she was on. She came on mine the other night.
Yeah, I did. How you doing?
Hey, I'm good. What's going on?
You good, Chocolate?
Yeah, I'm just listening to what you guys are saying.
Okay. So look, I'm gonna ask you the question, right? Do you think relationships themselves are selfish by nature?
Yeah, I 100% believe that just because people are going into relationships with their own belief systems, and that's where you kind of have to have a compromise at some point. That's kind of how I view it
Okay.
Yeah, definitely got to come to that.
Okay.
because everybody grew up differently, So,
Right. Okay. Um, so yeah, so okay, everybody, love again. What how much does love have to do with a relationship? Who didn't answer? I know Mims, I think you said something. I think Nobi, you said
I think that's what keeps the relationship together, because once love is gone, then the relationship, dissolves, or people just pretend.
so you think love is the main ingredient
I think when the
in a
respect is
One
gone,
relationship?
of,
One of?
yeah, one of the reasons why people are willing to stay and fight.
Okay. What was you saying, Mr. Nobody?
no, I was saying she was saying for people leaving this and that. I was saying when the respect is gone, that's when people decides to leave. Because you don't
Okay.
know, you just be in the relationship, but when you start being disrespectful and
Puggy Pugs, what
doing
up though?
doing things, that's when everybody's like, okay, it's time to get up out of here. Because you
Okay.
never know if somebody love you or not. People love you, but not be in love with you. Still hang around,
That's true.
you know. But if you being disrespectful, then I've seen people that stay in relationships like that, but they're miserable.
It's toxic.
But
Say what
yeah,
you.
yeah, y'all call it toxic and all them names y'all have for 2024. But I'm still gonna say once you get disrespectful, that's when you got to go.
See?
Or I'm
See
gonna
what he
go.
just said? When the respect is gone, it's a wrap. See? Disrespectful.
Yeah, that's
Okay,
what I
so
say.
Hmm.
so
For me, anyway. But most people I feel like the respect is more than anything. Because love is for you guys, love is love. For us, love is respect.
Mm.
You understand what I'm saying? So if you disrespect me, then you don't love me. That's how I look at it. And most men look at it that way. We don't care about love, and we don't be running around here doing this shit and all that. You know what I'm saying? We
You know,
don't.
like this.
I don't run
Yeah.
around and do that either.
I know you probably don't, Lakita.
she don't do nothing.
She probably like this. I hate you. I hate you. I hate you.
No, I don't. No, I
Hate, hate,
don't.
hate. She got a salt shaker at home, just throwing hate salt on everybody.
I'm a very loving and kind-hearted person.
Yeah.
Okay, so look, ladies, I have a question. Would you okay, let's just say you're in a relationship and a man doesn't tell you, he doesn't verbally tell you that he loves you. Would that be an issue for you? He's doing everything, like he's doing everything that you need him to do. He's from what you can see, he's a good dude. You good with him, but you say to him, "Babe, I love you," and he's like, "Okay, thank you," or you know, he doesn't verbally
Oh,
tell
I
you
got you. Yeah.
that
Had
I
that.
think
he
if
love you.
He doesn't say it, but his actions say it for him.
I think it depends on where we are in the relationship. You know, if I'm falling too fast and I'm saying that I have to respect that he still needs to make sure of how he feels before he expresses it. But if we've been, rocking for a while, then at some point, I'm gonna expect that he would be able to verbally state how he feel. And if he, and I'm saying I love you and he just say, okay. Like
Then he don't
it's
love
like
you.
somebody saying thank you and you saying, yeah, whatever. Like,
He don't
no,
love you then.
I'm not gonna be cool with that.
He
So
probably
so
don't love you right then yet.
so if he's doing everything but he doesn't verbally say it, then that would be problematic for you. You're saying, Lakita.
It depends. Like I said, if we're just getting together, then it's not a problem because we're still learning each other. But if
You're
we've been
10
together for a
years,
while,
you're 10 years in.
that's a
And
problem. That's a
okay, that's the
problem.
problem. So would it be okay if he didn't do everything, but he continues to tell you that he loves you? He tells you every day that he loves you.
No, I need the action, the match what's coming out his mouth, and the same, vice versa.
So if you get into action, but not the word, it's a problem.
But why is he not saying it?
I'm
Can he not
I'm just
speak? If
I'm
he can't
no, he can
speak,
speak.
then
He
I'm
can
good
speak.
with that. If he can't speak,
Come on,
Oh
come
my
So
on,
you
man.
goodness.
saying
Oh my
you
goodness.
saying he has to
Why
say
are
it back.
you doing
That's
this?
what you saying. If I tell him I love him, he needs to say it back. That's what you saying.
yeah.
No.
No, I mean if that's
If
how
he's
you
not
feel,
there
that's how
yet,
you
but
feel. I ain't mad
10
at it.
years in,
I'm
well,
just
if he ain't
curious.
telling you in 10 years he ain't loving you, then yeah, he probably don't love you no more.
Yeah, he probably don't.
Right,
He
but
can't.
that's really what I'm trying to get at. If
Right.
he's doing everything, but he doesn't love you, but he's doing everything that you need to be done in that relationship, are the words that important to where now it's problematic that you're getting he's doing it all except for saying those words.
You said he don't love me, but he's doing all these things.
He's doing all
But
these
I
things.
mean, but
You've
I
been
don't
with him 10
need
years.
him for those things.
You know his behavior after 10 years.
So why would
So-
I still want him?
Well, I know 'cause I didn't grow up with us saying love, we love you and all that stuff. So I didn't say that stuff until it was way, way out, man. I was grown. We just didn't grow up like that. And it might have been my first time saying love probably to one of my kids, but we didn't grow up saying that stuff. And so some men are like that, but our actions were that we took care of things as if we did. You understand? So I mean,
Okay,
some guys just that's the way they were raised.
All right,
They
Nobi.
wasn't raised saying it.
How about you, Nobi?
I would like to
You're on
say
mute.
yes.
Huh?
I had to turn down my background. I like
Oh.
to say yes for that reason, to that question first. But I've also been in a relationship where I mentioned that to the person I was with, and then they explained to me just so how you just said it. But I do this, I do that. And I'm like, yeah, but I still like to hear it. As a woman,
Right.
you know, you like to hear that every so often. Don't have to be every day. And then I had to realize, okay, well, he's not saying it, but yes, his actions are showing it too. So, but I still, every now and then, I like to hear it. That's just me.
Yeah. Do we say it though? When you
So, in this particular relationship, they said it, but he said not they. He said it, but he didn't have to say it all the time, and I respected that because you heard how I felt, and to me, it meant something to me. So he would try to do it every so often, not every day, but here and there. Or he would say, I love you, right?
right now does he say it when y'all like laying in the bed or y'all just riding over to Walmart or something?
No, it was more or less, just
About to get it busy.
No, not during that time. But it would just be like, I love you, right?
Yeah, most of them do it
just
like
be
that.
any
They're not
time.
comfortable saying it. That's all. Yeah,
And
they'll
that could
do it
be
like
it.
that.
But I have to respect that person because, like you said, how you said you grew up, that's not something that was said in the household.
Right.
Okay, cool.
So you got to respect each person.
All right, what about you, Mims? Would that be like a deal breaker?
Oh Lord, let's see. They're like, I'm
I
gonna
don't know. I
hit him with a
mean,
shoe. I'm gonna pour soap in his eye. Nah, I'm saying.
no, you know what? I'm the same with Mr. Nobody. When I grew up, we didn't do the I love you too type deal. So, the first time I heard, a boyfriend of mine say I love you, I was like, oh, I love you too. But I usually wait for him. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
it's not a big thing, but when you get older, it's like, I wonder if he loved me. I wonder if he loved me for real. But it's not a deal breaker, but I might have to be like, yo, how you feel about me? What's up with you?
yeah. You might ask like, so yeah, like what are we doing or whatever. But some people say it a lot. Like my wife says it a lot, but I don't say it a lot. She'll say it all the time.
Okay.
But they're like that though. Her whole family lovey-dovey. So
All
so
right.
that chocolate guard, what you got?
Well, yeah, we're gonna put you on the spot.
Yeah, you in here now, so shit, you got to get it.
So the way I grew up seeing love, I seen love as like an abuse word. Like I'll hurt you and then I'll tell you I love you.
Oh,
Just
damn.
for you to understand it. Understand that, like, keep taking this abuse. It's pretty much how I see it. Verbal abuse, physical abuse, any type of abuse. So when I got married, when we were dating, I feel like he was more of the lovey-dovey type of person. Like he did the action stuff, but he didn't say I love you. I didn't mind it because I wasn't gonna say it. Honestly, I think it took us like 2 years for me to actually listen to him vocalize it and stuff like that, and want the commitment and want to get married and all that stuff. And then it was just, here we go. But we didn't say I love you every day of the marriage though.
Right.
I just showed it, but I didn't really say it. I say it to my daughter a lot just because she says it. She writes it everywhere around the house and stuff. So it's like, oh God.
That's
Like
why I
hitting me in
said.
the face.
That's why I said I may have started saying when I had my first son.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Them, yeah.
The kids will definitely bring it out of you.
Yeah. Oh, you don't skip somebody now.
Miss Lakita.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna get into that, man. You can handle that, Mr. Nobody.
She's sitting there waiting, man. It's just like,
I thought I started. I thought I answered.
oh, did you?
Did you?
Oh, okay.
Yes, I
You
did.
started. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So you start this mess. All right.
You know, I say what I want to say. You know.
All right, let's get it then. She started.
All right, so look, when it comes to that word, right? I have a question. What is that word? What is love, right? Because I hear some people saying love is a feeling, it's an emotion, it's an action. Um, what is it?
Overrated.
Yeah.
I think it's a combination.
Cliche.
I think people use it
I think it's a
entirely too
combination.
much. Like what Chocolate God says, it can be used in the wrong way. Um,
Mm-hmm.
a lot of people just throw it out there to get what they want. So I
Is
just
it
look at the actions more than the actual people saying it. That's how I look at it. If you could tell me all day you love me, but then you sitting over here stab me in the back
Mhm.
8 hours a day, then that ain't love. That you know.
okay?
So I
So, Lakita, can you expound on what you said? You said it's a combination.
Yeah, I think it's a combination. Like when you look at love, if somebody truly loves you, then that means that you know, or you love each other, you're willing to, you know, make sacrifices for each other, you know, just doing things that you may not feel like, you know, for each other. Um and you truly care about the person and their well-being.
But love is different for different people. I had a soldier when we was at our base in Fort Drum. This guy, we call him a charmer. He would go and charm the mess off these women. He loved bomb the crap out of them. And then once they get in a committed relationship, he beat the crap out of them.
Mhm.
So if you think about that, he didn't really love
Oh, he
them.
loved them. Yeah, he definitely loved them. He just
No,
that
he
was his
didn't.
way of love. I'm
When you
serious.
love bomb somebody, you're basically trying to pull the wool over their eyes to get them in a position so you know you can
You
do.
can
I
hurt
guess in
them.
his case, what he wanted to do hurt him.
No,
You know,
Hmm.
he was a
that's not
charmer.
love.
No, I'm
Just
saying
because somebody used love in the wrong way, that doesn't change the meaning of the
But
word.
but
Okay,
everyone
so
is different.
to
So
him that was love.
right.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I say it's different for everyone. To him, that was love. And when the
Well,
girl
who was giving the
realized,
love in that case?
say what now?
I said, who was giving the love in that case?
He was. He would meet these girls that wasn't used to getting that type of love. He would love bomb them, be all up on them, show them all his attention, taking care of their kids and all this. Then with about 2 or 3 months, he'll start putting his hands on them. He did it with several girls throughout the 3 years I was up there.
all right. So look, we got Skinner. Skinner. He said, right. What about saying, um, I love you, then in the relationship, but say, oh, I will always love you, and
Because
I
the reason being
will
is that you can
I'm
be in
always
starting to
love
say
love
with
Skinner done had
somebody.
some hard times out
you.
there, boy.
You can be in love with somebody or love
Skinner gonna write a
somebody.
book. Say what, Akita?
I say you can be in love with somebody versus just love them.
Okay, so break down the difference.
Meaning you might love a friend, you know, but a partner, you might be in love with them. It's different levels of intimacy that you go to when you're in love with somebody versus, I mean, you can love anybody, you know.
So do you believe that everybody's interpretation of love is different?
Yes, I do. I do.
Yeah, what?
Um,
Because I love The
You
Rock. I love him. Me.
No, I
Where
can't
did
look
you,
at
where did
this.
you even come from?
take that.
Mims is off the chain.
He's back
Okay.
on WWE. You can go love him.
Oh, I do. I do. I watch
Have
him
you
all the time. I
have you
love
ever
him.
met him? How do
No.
you never have you ever interacted with him where he interacted back with you? But
That's crazy.
Would you have a little rock baby for him?
Yeah, she would.
Look at she just a
all
smile.
right,
It
Miss
ain't, it
Johnson.
ain't happy for real. I don't know. You ain't gonna have for real. Like, she got too happy on that. I'm
all
gonna have
right,
a
bro.
little rock.
Go ahead, Lakita. Do you believe everybody's interpretation of love is different?
I do think so in the instance when they don't love themselves.
Huh? You just I don't even have no more buttons,
I
man.
mean,
I don't even
love
have any
is
more buttons
love.
for
People may
Lakita.
not
You
know
know,
what love is because they never experienced it. Maybe, like Mr. Nobody said, he didn't really grow up where people were saying I love you and expressing that. So if somebody, if you're not around that and you have no exposure to it, whether you saw like a great grandma and grandpa, grandma, grandpa, whatever, people showing love, how can you really know what it is?
No, I said we didn't grow up saying it, but I saw it. I
okay,
just didn't. Nobody
all right,
said
hold
it.
on, hold
I
on.
apologize. I misspoke.
Right. Yeah.
Okay,
That
Lakita,
you was out there.
do you believe everybody's interpretation of love is the same, different? Help me help you, please. Like, I don't know how to get like. What do you think
I
everybody?
said it's different depending on what you were exposed to. So absolutely.
So yes,
So it's a yes.
is it a yes?
Absolutely.
She
It's
won't say yes or
absolutely a
no to
yes.
say, well, you allergic
Yes.
to those
I
two?
mean, absolutely means yes. That means agreement.
Yeah.
So you're agreeing with what I'm saying, right?
That everybody's interpretation is
Ooh,
different.
we did miss you,
You're
Lakita.
agreeing with
We
what
did
I'm
miss you.
saying, right? Are you agreeing with what I'm saying when you say absolutely?
That everybody's interpretation of love is
Yes.
different.
Or are you
That is the
agreeing?
question that you asked. And I said absolutely.
So you are agreeing with what I'm saying? Oh, this is crazy. All right.
As I've said,
Listen.
Hey, we're gonna get it and put them little signs up and give her a yes and no. She ain't gonna say it. We're gonna give
She's
it.
not even gonna put it up. She's gonna put both up at the same time.
Right.
She's gonna put
Pete
both up at the
answered it.
same time.
Someone
Pete said
answer, yeah.
yes. Pete said yes.
Yes. Skinner, appreciate you, man.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Life
how
is
do
hard,
you,
man.
okay, so Nobi, do you think love is the same or different for everybody?
It's different for everyone.
It's different. Is everybody across the board kind of like agree with that?
What was that again? I'm sorry.
Nah, just we all kind of agree that love is different. Well, all of us
We
except
all
yeah.
agree.
Yeah, it's that.
okay. So with that being said, how do you determine, right, whether or not you're let me see, how can I say this? If everybody's interpretation of love is different, right? How can you determine whether or not somebody loves you if everybody shows love different? Is there a way that you can determine whether or not you're being, because I hear people say like, I have to be loved a certain way or, things like that. What's up, Chocolate?
Oh, you
Yeah,
weren't
you had
done. I was gonna wait for you to be done.
No,
Sorry.
no, no. Go ahead.
So I can say that you'll be able to find out how they love based on how they love themselves, how they treat themselves. They're gonna love themselves based on how they treat themselves.
Okay.
So that's the way to determine.
Right. If somebody loved himself, like you got some people that really love themselves to a point where they don't feel they can love somebody else. You
It's
hadn't
just
seen that?
I think I'm like that. I think it's
Yeah, I think-
literally because I think I'm like that. Because I get that I'm full of myself and stuff like that, but it's literally because I love myself. So
Right. That's what I'm saying.
if I love you, I'm going to extend myself like how I would give to my own self. That's how I branch. It's like a branch. It's like, here, I'm a tree, here's the branch. So I'm an extension to you. That's how I
How
kind of
would
look
the
at
other
stuff.
person know that? If I just met you, how would I know that's how you
But it
branch
takes
out your
time
love?
to know somebody, right? Because you gotta, when you're building any friendship relationship, it takes time to see that person in the happy mood, a sad mood, all that type of stuff. You gotta kind of see things as they play out. Take time to know somebody. You can't know somebody in 24 hours. You can know stuff that they do, but you
Mims
ain't gonna
do.
really know.
Man, get straight to the business.
You gonna leave
No,
me
it
No,
takes
I got what
no,
you said. I
it
hear what you
takes
said.
it takes
No,
a
I'm just
while.
saying, but you did. You say you go straight to the business. But I got what you said, Chuck. I got you. Yeah. But that's a good one. That's a good one. I know a lot of people though that's really love themselves, and I don't think they can really love somebody else like that.
Why do you think they can't?
Their actions, the things they do is real. It goes back to where he started with selfish. They're real selfish. They love themselves. Like, yeah, especially a guy that has, you go to his page and he got nothing but pictures of himself all over the place. Suits, without whatever, just bunch of pictures of himself. He just loved himself to death.
But
He
what's
would
wrong
never
with
put
that?
anybody else on there.
Yeah, what's wrong
What's
with
wrong
that?
with that? Because
What's
I'm
wrong
like
with
that. I
that?
don't have nothing else on my page but me.
But
What's
that's
wrong
what I'm
with that?
saying. You just said what you say. I think I'm like that.
But everybody can see how I love. That's like they like people at my daughter's school and how I go and I interact with her and how I raise her. My ex-husband, he would even tell you, that was just his loss. So, and his family, they felt like I really loved him. And
It was his
that's
loss.
just, yeah, hell yeah, it's his
You
loss.
gonna skip right over that, right? It was
He
his loss.
lost.
You're gonna skip right over
Lost.
that. Keep talking like, damn, my dog love me. The damn mailman love me, and no, but you got some stuff. I got a partner, man. That joker, I don't think he gonna ever love nobody, man. That joker, he
But that's your
really loved
perspective.
himself. He really loved himself.
Is
You're
it
gonna
bad
find
that
that
he
one
loves
person. You're gonna find that one person eventually.
No, he actually got married, but I still think he don't even know. They don't say nothing about it. You don't even know he's married, man.
So
He got
look.
married, and
This what kind of goes back to what I'm saying about love and the relationship. Okay, let's just say you're somebody who loves yourself. You just 100% love yourself, right? But you meet somebody who, you know what I'm saying, you got a great connection with, and y'all can rock out. Does
yeah,
that
that's
mean
what it
you
is.
have to
She's
start
good with him loving
does that
himself.
mean you have to love
Yeah.
yourself less in order to show this person over here ABC? Nah, you can 100% unequivocally love yourself like nobody, because nobody's gonna love you like you. You understand what I'm
Correct.
saying? But that doesn't mean that you get into a relationship with somebody that you can't do the things that are required for that relationship to flourish. It doesn't mean you got to pull back or fall back on loving yourself to give some of that self-love to, you know what I'm saying, another person.
But
Like,
I
does
think
it?
that's where a
Sometimes
lot of
they think
relationships fail because they
How?
try to make that person pull back on loving himself that much.
Yeah, I
Okay,
was just about
okay.
to say that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
you're saying the person so two people in a relationship, right? And I'm with a
Yeah.
woman and she just loves herself. And now I'm like, yo, you're doing too much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Okay.
You need to get down. You need to
Yeah.
stop trying to do all this. Like she liked the dress that would attract you to her, and she always taking pictures. You need to chill with all that, taking the pictures and doing all this and flashing on this and that. It'll come back to all that stuff, man. But he's just trying to bring her back down to where
he's at.
his level.
Mhm.
He doesn't like all that attention, so he want to bring her down to that. She loves attention. In most relationships, it's like that. One loves attention, one doesn't.
Introvert and extrovert.
Yeah, it's most of them are like that.
Opposites attract.
Yeah, and the ones that last.
Well, honestly, as far as when it comes to being able to show love to someone else, one must love themselves in order to be able to exhibit love to someone else. If you don't love yourself, you can't possibly love anyone else.
But that's what I just
All
said.
right.
I just
All
said that.
right. It sounds better
She
coming
ain't
out
said.
Nikita's
She
mouth.
just said a big
It sound
dialogue.
better.
I
It
said
sound
that 10 times. I just
it
said
sound
he
better.
I
loves
ain't hear you
himself
She
say
so
made it
much
that.
sound
that
I ain't hear
she
you
made
say
it sound
that.
better. Sorry, she made it
I
sound
ain't
better.
hear you
Sorry.
say that.
that damn
That's
girl
not what
code.
I
That's
heard.
why
I
y'all
heard
girl
you
code
say
is failing.
you love yourself so
in the-
much you can't love nobody else.
Said
That's what
I love myself now. Damn it. Now what y'all want to do? Give me some damn sounds on here.
All right,
Y'all
so look.
lost y'all mind.
Okay, so let me ask you this. When it comes to love, can you feel love? Like, can you feel love from someone else? You know what I'm saying? You know how people are like, oh, you don't love me, or whatever. Can you actually feel someone else's love?
I believe that you can.
You believe that you can? Okay. Okay.
What it feel like?
No, hold
It
on.
feels good.
Hold on.
I ain't too much
And I
to feel
feel
good.
good all
I ain't
over.
because you ain't got to be in love to feel good.
Okay, Mims. You believe that you can feel love or loved, you know what I'm saying, from someone else or by someone else?
I think you can. I
You
think
think
you
you can?
can. Yeah, but I mean, I haven't felt it in a long time. Not for a long time.
Okay, okay. I'm gonna come back to you. Nobi,
I'm still thinking on it. I don't think so.
You don't think so?
I don't,
Hmm.
because it's like,
I
how
think
do
you
you?
can feel it.
I'm just trying to figure out, how do you feel the love? I mean, I can feel that, yeah, but how do you feel like the emotion of love? Like, how do you really feel that? Like,
I
can someone
Maybe it's
explain
the
that?
things that he does, or the way that he says things to you, or the late night text, or the early morning text, or the just the little things. It could be the smallest little thing could make you realize that, okay, yo, this dude is really kind of feeling me a little bit. Something.
You go on and say it.
okay. What you say, Mr. Nobody?
I don't know, man. It's you ladies, y'all.
Nah. We ain't talking about the ladies, man. We talking
No,
about
I'm just
you.
saying the way they look at it and the
You
way I look at it, it's gonna be totally different. It's gonna be totally
okay? So how do
different.
you look at
So I don't really know because I don't even get caught up in it. So I don't
it? Okay,
know. Yeah, I mean, I don't get caught up in the love. Like I said earlier, you can say it to me all you want, but if your actions don't do it, then I ain't rocking with it. So that's how you can call it love or whatever you want, but I'm based on respect. I don't even operate. You can tell me you love me all day. I could tell you I love you, but if we ain't rocking with respect, then I'm not doing anything. So
okay,
that's where I operate from. So them saying like feeling good off a text and all this other stuff, see, that wouldn't even function with me as that making me feel good if I got a text from somebody. You know, it really wouldn't. They'd be like, oh, okay, I'm gonna spar. No, I don't know. But
okay. Skinner,
yeah, it
Skinner.
does that little acts like that, like it might move them because they see it differently. But for me,
Women are
mine
emotional.
would still be more for on the respect part of it. So
Yes, the
I don't
actions.
know.
Skinner
I
said.
didn't operate with the actual word of the love or the feelings of it.
All right. So yeah, Skinner said. There you go. Actions.
Yeah.
I didn't ask you, Lakita. Did I? Did I ask you, Lakita?
I just answered.
What'd you
No,
say?
you didn't. How you
I
gonna
was.
answer when
Oh,
I
you
was
answered.
talking? You ain't answer. She, you know what she gonna
I
say.
didn't answer then.
Reg, peace out.
I said yes, you can feel somebody loves you. You can feel
You
it.
get- Okay, and
What?
chocolate.
Um, yeah, no. At the same time, I don't know how to explain it.
Okay. All right. Okay. I'll take that. Um,
No, we can't
I'm.
take that.
Yeah, because you give me
Hold
a
on. Let me.
hard time.
No, we
Hold
can't
on.
take
Okay.
Give
So
me a
that.
hold on. Let
hard
me.
time. Come on
Hold on.
now.
Hold
No.
on. Hold on a
What are
second.
you talking about? No, you
Hold on.
can't
No.
give her
Wait.
no
Wait. Wait.
pass like that. I'm
Wait.
waiting for her
No.
to
No. No.
finish
No.
talking about that.
This is what I'm saying. Hold on. Everybody gave an answer except me. So let me give my answer, and then because I don't want everybody, oh, you asking all the questions, you ain't. So I'm gonna give my answer, and then we can go back to Chuck. So I'm gonna say no, right? I'm gonna say no, and the reason why I say no is because nobody has control over my feelings but me, right? So I'll take what somebody is doing, their actions and things of that nature, and I interpret it so you know what I'm saying? If I'm the type of person where, okay, so yeah, I know there's a book out there about love languages or whatever stuff like that, right? But so I interpret what somebody does for me, to me, with me, or whatever the case may be, and I make the interpretation as to, you know what I'm saying, whether
I want to
that
receive.
person loves me
Hmm.
or not. It's not. I can't feel it. I can't feel it. It's just my interpretation of what it is that they do, and then I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, she loves me because blah blah blah. Like now, I may not run around and saying to be loved, to be loved. Oh, that I feel it, to be loved. You know what I'm saying? I'm not running around like that. But again, it's just my interpretation that makes me feel like, you know what I'm saying. Either I'm loved or, you know what I'm saying, I'm not. It's just internal with me because I'm the only one that controls my feelings. Nobody else controls my feelings. So, chocolate, let's come back to you. And I think we got to go back to Nobi too. I think.
Yeah, you need to go back to her. She didn't
I
answer.
sort of agree with you said as well. Good answer.
That's kind of okay.
Oh, that's kind of gets Dick away, gets ease up out of there. But
And I
I
did
got something
notice
for
how
y'all
you
though. How come these little tangible things signal? Is it through like generational like the culture that like little tangible thing like he bought you flowers and said, oh girl, that man must love you, or he do a kind gesture. People always say something like, oh, he must really love you, he did this or did that for you. Why is that y'all get that sense when somebody do something for you that they must love you? Because you were saying like, you get the text message, y'all saying y'all get these little things and these little notions. But what triggers that in you to say that's love?
It's just the attention that you give.
The attention.
Mm-hmm. Because if you're not giving me those texts or sending me those flowers or sending calling me or whatever, then you don't give a shit about me.
So
Really?
is that your interpretation of love?
Oh, that's
Because
mine.
somebody, right?
Right.
Okay. So again, I
So
think it just comes down to like the interpretation.
right.
How
So
you
you
interpret.
got to teach, basically you had to teach someone how to love you, basically, right? Because I wouldn't know that if I just met you and try and get to know you.
That you got to give me some attention. Like, so
Yeah, you
you
have to
trying to
teach me to the
How to
right
do
attention to give you, and the things that you like, you'll have to tell me, basically.
yeah, I don't think Mims would have a problem with telling somebody that up front.
I don't know. She might.
I don't think
She
I don't
might.
think
She
so.
might just be ready. I don't know. But what about the rest of you?
What you think, Chocolate?
So this is like, don't judge me, y'all. I told my lawyer I love her.
Okay.
Like love?
And it was because even though her job is to do what she does, but I feel like she took her time and did what she did. And I feel like that goes back to when it was attention and just a little detail. She even called me every day to check up on me, like things like that. It was like, wow, I love you. So it
Yeah.
could just be the actions.
Now,
Yep.
was that an exchange? You paid her, right?
Yes,
Maybe she felt you was
Really?
paying her on
Nobody?
time.
She
Now
didn't
maybe she
charge
was
her
paying
for
you on
those.
time and she was very
Yo,
attentive to you
let me
because
tell
you
you
was a good
something.
customer.
but she
Mr.
called
Nobody, you didn't
me.
understand. You didn't understand. She gave her the attention she needed. She gave her.
Yeah,
walk her through every step.
Yeah, you pay me on the time. I'm gonna give you some attention too. And take care. And you get me this lawsuit, right? And then she get you right. She got you right, didn't she?
but within the time of just like the everyday checking, you don't have to do that. You know what I'm saying? You really, it's things that you don't have to do that you can extend yourself to do. And I feel like it was some type of extension because even to this day, like I will like random holidays will happen. I will send her flowers, or she'll shoot me a text, or she'll call once in a while and we'll have conversations and she's just checking in. To me, that's like, wow. Like,
Did y'all
you could
develop a
have
friendship?
yeah, it turned into that just based on the way that she was making me feel. I felt like,
Now, did she
wow.
make you feel funny?
Wow.
Like, ooh.
No, it wasn't that type of feeling. It just was like an older woman to me that can be like a mentor to me in the process as well. Like
Okay.
that's what it felt like a guardian angel.
Okay.
But that's a different type of love.
Yeah, that's just so I think
That's
love can
paid
be based
love.
on. Oh God. Okay.
I'm just saying, man, you was a good customer. Just in case you want to have some more problems, I'm here for you.
That's crazy.
You know,
So you think she loved based on she was
I
doing
think
all
it.
of
I
that
think it
just
started because you was a good customer. And then she got to know you, and you was doing everything that was needed when she called. Because a lot of people don't get that. They had to run people down and all this other stuff. And
Oh
you probably
yeah.
was prompt and doing
I
what
can
she
see
needed.
that.
But that just
And
may
Why
be
can't it be her? Why
just
can't
her customer service, just showing good customer service, because that's how you know you're going to get
well, that's how you continue to get customers. See, you'll go give her
a
recommend her.
reference.
Yeah, we don't went out a couple times too, hung out and stuff.
Oh,
She
okay.
paid, I
Maybe she
paid, but
feeling you. Older
no,
women like a
actually,
younger girl.
Oh my
I
god.
don't
No,
think
oh,
so. Why
I'm
can't it
just
be just what type of person she just happened to, have, unfortunate situation as to why she started, getting to know this person, but she's genuinely a good person, evidently. I mean,
Yeah,
because
she
you
is.
can, experience different people in, let's say, different job settings where they're servicing people, and you be like, why do they even work here? And you can tell somebody who care about people because they go above and beyond. And that's exactly what she did.
And I love her for that.
okay. I ain't gonna keep messing with you on it. But she probably liked them checks. I ain't gonna lie. Them checks came on time. And the good ones.
Pete want to know
But
if
we
you
I,
still
still talk to her.
yeah, they said they still go out, hang out.
Yeah, we still hang out. We
Yeah.
hung out recently. And she was a witness for my divorce thing too. So she just did the most.
Yeah, maybe she's trying to see it through so she can just never mind.
oh man, what is
What is happening?
Why did you let
bro?
Mr. Nobody rub
God,
off on you, ma'am?
bugging.
Uh-uh.
My bad.
I didn't rub off on nobody.
Uh-uh. Don't
She
follow him
just
up.
My
Uh-uh.
bad.
I'm just
Yeah,
saying, man.
bugging. Yeah, bugging.
That divorce lawyer done seen a lot worse cases. And so she just being very nice to
She wasn't my
yeah.
divorce lawyer. She was a witness for my divorce. She wasn't my divorce lawyer.
Oh, okay.
But
Okay.
some
Well, I
people
thought
are just
no,
genuine.
okay. I thought she was your divorce lawyer. Okay. All right,
All right,
cool then.
all right, cool. So look, check this out, right? I want to ask this question, right? And this is really geared toward the women, right? Because a lot of times women kind of get I guess I'll say a bad rap when it comes to relationships, marriages and stuff like that, right? The conversation is always that women are the ones that walk away from relationships and walk away from marriages, right? When they look at the statistics and all that, typically the percentage wise, it's women. Now, just for face value, it it I don't know, I guess it makes I don't know. It's not fair if you just look at it, in my opinion, for face value, because you don't know why those women are, picking up and leaving. But if you just strictly go off of statistics, right? The numbers show that women file for divorce more than men. So, being that we have the ladies that we have on here, or I'll say the amount of women that we have on here, ladies, what is it that, or about marriage or relationships, that men don't get?
Can I start?
Sure, sure.
If everybody's okay with that, can I start?
No, go ahead. We're gonna go around anyway. So
Okay. So my main thing with men is you all do not communicate, right? Um,
true.
what you do is you become petty instead of, when things are not going your way, you become petty and just, it's like you're waiting for the woman to say, I'm done, instead of just saying, hey, you know what? I don't think I want to do this anymore.
That's true. That's
So
true.
I know. So
Mhm.
instead of just being a man, we have to be the woman and say, it's time to
Mm-mm.
go.
We just look
So
at it a little different. We can hang in there because
no,
y'all
no,
operate on happy. We don't
you
operate on
don't,
happy.
yes, y'all do operate on happiness, because your happiness is what turns into your pettiness. When you're not getting what you want, you turn into a petty guy. And then it becomes you tapping into your feminine energy. And that's okay and that's cool and whatever. But we need to communicate with it where we're going wrong here, and not just be upset and assume certain things. Like, a woman's gonna come and tell you if something's wrong. Hey, by the way, you left your socks in the dryer and they smell, or whatever, whatever. But now if the woman leave the socks in the dryer, y'all just gonna act like in that moment, you're not gonna come say nothing to me. You're gonna just, doing all that stuff, and then other things gonna start happening. And now you're still holding on to the socks in the dryer. Now the pot's on the stove. Now this is there. Now your makeup in the bathroom. Now it's just like you guys hold it there, You get to work around your friends, your coworkers. Y'all start opening doors with other people and telling them, "Hey, my wife does it. Yeah, I can't wait to come home." Then you come home and you smile up at somebody's face that you don't really like. Whole time you could have just said, "Hey, that time you left your sock 3-4 months ago, it no, y'all don't know how to talk."
I don't know
So
what dude you have going on at your crib, but
no.
I
But it's
don't
true because
know. No, I don't know dudes like
I grew up
that.
with brothers. So trust me, you guys are petty. You
Yeah,
guys are just petty.
but the thing, like you said, you tap into a feminine energy. Maybe you moved into a masculine energy, and
But
it
how do
threw
I get
everything
into
off.
the masculine energy to begin with?
But I can't force you to. I
Mm,
can't
Come
force you to jump
on.
in that.
mm.
You will still have to stay in your feminine. Nobody should be able to make you
You can
move out
feel
your feminine.
vibes, but how did y'all come out of y'all masculine? So you can't
No,
say that
some
you
guys
it's
are feminine. That's the point. You ain't never heard me and Lucky talk. Some guys are feminine, and
I
we
can
talk
agree with
about
that.
that. But y'all marry these dudes, and you end up like this.
I wouldn't
That's
say
what
I
I'm
married a
saying.
feminine dude. I didn't marry a feminine dude. I married a man.
Y'all married
Okay.
these dudes because he can't just turn it on, turn it off. So if you saying he got turned feminine, he was always feminine and
No,
petty.
I'm just coming up with a scenario. That was just my scenario, just saying something. But our marriage was nothing of that sort. It was differently.
I don't know.
Gross.
That was kind of damn.
This is just something that I think about when it comes to because I have brothers. I'm one of 23 kids. I have brothers.
But you can't really count your brothers because your brothers grow up in the house and
You
you don't
can't
see
count your
them. No,
brothers.
but you don't see them with a woman operate his girlfriend. You don't see them
Wait
in
a
the house
minute. Wait a
operating.
minute.
What
Wait
are
a
you
minute.
talking about? That
Wait a minute.
Y'all see your brothers
Wait a
having
friends
sex?
my
minute.
brothers.
Uh-oh.
Like
Y'all see your brothers
yes,
having
Wait
sex with
a
girls?
minute.
Not
Do
having
y'all see
sex
your
with them,
brothers? Do
but
y'all see your brothers getting intimate with women? Literally seeing.
we
No.
don't see them,
So
but you
you
know
don't
when your
really
brothers are
know.
not
But
From
at
a
being.
child.
home, they totally different at home because they at home. Mama do everything for them. The sisters do everything. Because y'all know y'all do everything for y'all brothers. Y'all will fight everybody on the block. Y'all will run down the street and cut the next door neighbor. Y'all do everything. Y'all spoil your brothers. And they
I
at
don't.
home and they act the way they act. But when they in a relationship with a woman,
They act the
outside of
same
that,
exact way.
they either gonna return to how they act at home. That's why y'all have these mama boys. But like I said before, who create them? Not one man, not one father ever created a mama's boy. Right? Tell
Yo,
me one that was created by a father. He'll be a
I gotta
father's
check in.
son.
I gotta check in on something. First of all, um, she said 23 kids. You said 23? 23 of
Yeah.
them kids?
Who got 20?
Is
What
your
y'all talking
mom
about 23 kids?
your mother okay?
Who had
My
23
dad,
kids?
my dad's Jamaican, so we're Jamaican, so he just likes to have sex.
Your dad got 23 kids?
Yes, 23 of us all together. Did you not miss that when I told you I had 11 brothers?
Right, he wasn't listening to you because that's what they
Because I was
do.
talking. So y'all was talking while I was talking. Why y'all talking
Right,
while I'm
that's why
talking?
you need to listen.
No, you need to stop talking when I'm talking. That's the
You
point.
or
wanted
That's
to make
maybe
a
you need
point
to
that's why
start
you
talking.
wait.
about you
That's why
wanted to
you
make a
don't talk.
point. You
See, when you
wanted
was
to
talking,
make
I
a
sat there
point
and listened.
about mama boys and all
Yeah,
this
but I was
stuff.
making
I
a
was
point.
raised with both parents,
Yeah,
auntie,
but I was
uncle,
making a point
everybody.
though.
We all
Like I
together.
said, but no, I don't even know nobody with 23 siblings, let alone had 23 siblings.
23. I'm one of 23.
Yeah, and you
See,
said
that's
your
an
mama's
anomaly
okay.
though.
You said
That's
she
not.
okay? You said
He
she's
doesn't.
fine?
It's not all with my
It's not one
mom.
woman, is it?
Oh,
Not
okay, all
all with
right,
my
all right.
mom.
So
No.
it's just okay, all right. That
Yeah.
makes sense. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Got
Not
you.
all with my
All
mom. That would
right,
be insane.
All right. So
right.
back to what we was talking about.
But then Pete Skinner was like, "Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Females can be petty too. Okay, females can't be petty." And then he says, "She."
Right. All right. We ain't gonna forget about you up there, Nobi.
What
You
about
had an
me?
ex. You had a good ex up there too, so you know about in and out, and everybody at least probably had at least one ex.
What was the question again?
Yeah, we went way off topic.
Shit.
About the statistics about women filing for divorce more than men.
It was like why? Why did I? I don't want to go into why I filed for divorce, but I filed. I ain't going into why.
Yeah, most of y'all do.
Yeah.
But I filed in my first one.
First one.
Yeah, I'm on my second marriage. I have married twice. My first one didn't last about a good year or so. My second one, we've been together 26 years.
I
So you ain't think that, huh? You thought I was just out in these streets, didn't you?
You said your first one, so I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, when I was young, I was in my early
like he was gonna
20s.
say my second one. I didn't.
No, I only been married twice. Most people have.
I
You mess up
think
on the first one. You mess up on the first one, then you learn, then you get in the second one.
Danny
The
boy,
first one, I shouldn't have been married. I don't know.
so
But
so so ladies, and I apologize. I was busy doing something just now. I didn't hear everything that everybody said. But why do you think it is that women are filing more? Is it okay? Who gains more in a marriage? Who do y'all think gains more?
The women.
You think a woman gains more?
You mean? Oh, I thought you meant like from the divorce. Sorry.
Yeah, no, from like actual marriage. Do you think that a woman gains more from being married, or do you think a man gains more from being married? Like the actual relationship itself.
I think it varies.
You think it varies? It just depends
Because on the relationship.
Okay.
Well, Lucky, I kind of want to. I didn't necessarily get to put my input in the
Okay, I'm sorry.
question you asked. So,
oh
I
Lord, you
think
late. You too late. No,
No,
too
no,
late.
you didn't get to answer the last question, Lakita.
I didn't.
Okay, I'm sorry. Like I said, I was busy doing something. Go ahead. What's
Yeah,
yeah, you
but
tell
Oh
I
me.
Lord.
think statistically that more women end up filing because a man, I think, would just, check out of the marriage, whether it be, mentally or physically, and he'll go on and then just want to keep you tied down, where you feel like you can't move on. And so you have no choice but to pull the trigger and go do it. He's
So,
moved on, but he want to keep you
so you
married,
think
you know.
okay? So you think that the man wants to keep you, the not well, not you,
Just
but I'm
just
saying you
the
think
fact of you being married. Like a man may move out and go move in with another woman, while he still got a wife and kids, that he done left behind.
okay. So do you think that that man wants to keep you, or the man wants to keep the woman,
Well, he
or
don't want you, but he don't want anybody else to have you either.
But
even
if you
though
went and got with
he's
somebody
moved,
else, you don't
hold on,
really care.
even though he's moved on to somebody else, or do you think that maybe financially and things of that nature, a man has more to lose, and so he he's thinking about like, yo, listen, I'm gonna potentially lose this ABC XYZ. I'm done. So, you typically hear men say it's cheaper to keep her. Do you think that's what a man is holding on to, not the woman? Do you think that
Mm-hmm.
if men could walk away, without the consequences and repercussions that come along with the divorce, do you think that the divorce rate might be a little more um equally balanced as far as who's filing? Or do you really think the man is just really trying to jam the woman up, Lakita?
Yeah, that, and he's trying to avoid the conflict. He don't want to go. I mean, because I've never filed for divorce or anything like that, but I know people who have. It's a lot of work
When you say
and it's
people,
money.
more men, more women, or equally balanced?
But
I'm
yeah,
saying a woman, even though, she's probably still in love with that man or whatever, and she's hurt, but she's willing to do what it takes to get herself out that situation.
Right. So
Whereas the man will choose to, he'll continue to stay married and go on about his life.
but you don't think that that has anything to do with what a
yeah,
man
but
has
why?
to
Yeah,
lose?
why you think he won't just
You
say
don't think it
just
has
get the
anything to do with
divorce?
what he has to potentially lose?
I don't think it's always that.
It's always that. The
I don't
courts
think it's
favor the
always that.
man. I mean the woman. The courts favor the woman.
That's not always the case.
Yes, it is.
We
Yes, it
talked
is.
about this before. It
Yes,
matters.
and I'm gonna
Like,
stand on it because especially if you have kids, who the kids are gonna go to?
It depends.
No, who are they gonna say the kids go to? And then you
It
gonna get your
depends.
rights. Then you have to do this, and then you have to do that. Come on, kid, you know doggone well the courts favor the woman in
It
any and
depends. I
every
mean, what
divorce.
if that
Oh,
woman is not in her right mind? That I
Oh,
mean,
see,
it
there you go
depends.
with that. Then she crazy,
It's
right?
the majority goes to the
yeah,
woman.
Yeah, but
majority
check this out.
majority of
Even
the
saying
time,
that she had
Lakita,
her right mind, they would give her time to get her mind right and get the kids back
They want to
and
see
all
the
that.
child with the mother.
Right. They'll give him temporary custody, and then you get they'll pay for and send you to all these classes, get yourself back right, and then you get to come back and take the kids back from him. So the man
Lakita,
will always lose
Well, I
90% of the
know.
time.
I just know from experience of someone that once the kids get to a certain age, they kind of use another third party and they kind of let the child decide
But
where they
yeah,
want
at
to
a
live.
certain age, yeah. But let's say they're
Meaning
not at
they
that
don't have
age.
to be grown to get
Let's
to
say
that.
they're not at that age though. And that's not always the case. You have to negotiate that in there. And
I
so you
don't think
can't,
it's a problem with a man being able to have joint custody. Now, it depends on what the situation is and what
but
type of
that's not
person
the question
you're dealing
though.
with.
That ain't the question because you don't get to decide
But
it. The court's
but
gonna decide it.
I'm quite sure the courts is just not going to take unless somebody's making up some allegations or whatever. They're
It's
not
going
just
to the
going to
woman.
take the perfect.
It's
No,
going to the woman.
no
Each and every
joint
time that
custody.
child, when they have these little sessions, unless, like you said, unless she's unfit, and you got to prove it 99% of the time that she's so unfit that the man can get the child. But if you can't prove it, they're going to automatically grant the custody to the woman. Then you can set up 50-50, meeting up with the kids and
It
doing all
depends on
this
how
other stuff.
spiteful that woman is.
so Lakita,
What's that
I got
chocolate? What you got?
but Lakita, hold on, Lakita, real quick. So you don't see in like majority of the cases that the kids may go with the mom and not the dad. You don't see a majority of that happening.
No,
Who pays the
I
alimony
mean they
most of the time?
equally like have time with them to a certain
Yeah.
extent.
No, no,
Of
no.
course,
I'm
they
not.
don't
No,
do it
no, no.
that's
It's
gonna
not always
uproot their
equally
life.
either. No, it's not always equally.
Go ahead,
It's
Chocolate.
not.
So
When someone's parents is different.
when you file for divorce, whoever files gets to set up the terms that the divorce goes in. The court does not have to decide anything if you write it the way that you want your divorce to go.
Mm-hmm.
And this is why I don't think a lot of men are educated on that part. Because if they did, they will go file, they will go handle their business the way that they want it to come out, and life will go that way. A lot of people say a woman favor more, but it's like, why did you let her file?
But you can also
So,
file.
so
You can file. It don't matter who do it first. You can file first, and then I go file. But then we're gonna meet up
Yeah,
in that
it
room,
doesn't
and then
have
we're gonna
to.
discuss this, and they're gonna say, well, the term's gonna lean toward her
It didn't
with
work
the
that way
kid.
for me.
Yeah. But it's gonna lean, like I said, 90% of the time, not 100, 90% of the time, it's gonna lean toward the woman.
I feel like
And
it leads to
then
who
you
has the best
negotiate.
case.
But
I have to say it.
it never goes. And then they say, if you make a little more, it's gonna be the alimony, then the child, who gonna pay the child support?
All that stuff is stuff that you put
Right.
in there. You didn't
Exactly.
have to
That's what
put
I'm
all that
saying.
stuff in there.
But
That's
that
what I'm saying.
doesn't mean
Divorce
you're
is
gonna
just
get
based on.
still gonna lean. And I'm telling you, it's depending on what city you live in too. Because I'm out of South Carolina, and when I was coming up, it didn't matter. Judge said you're gonna feed them till you look like you.
I want her to get dirty, and she
And
did.
so you got to understand what the rules. California, you're gonna be 50. They're gonna get it 50% or no matter what. So they're gonna lean that way.
New York is 50-50.
So, yeah. So when you got states like that, oh, it's leaning toward the woman. That's why they love to file out of these states.
so
Yeah.
Chocolate, I have a question.
Mhm.
Does the person that files first have an advantage over the the other party, or once it's filed and then the person, so let's just say if a woman files first and then the man, I guess, I don't know, counters whatever it is,
Yeah, you have to counter.
and then it has to go to a judge. Let's just say they don't agree, right? And I get it. If they agree, it's beautiful, right? But if they don't agree, is there any particular thing that a judge may look at that determines the child is better off with the mother, or is it the fathers that are kind of saying, hey, let the child go with their mother, I'll just pay that bill? Because I don't know, I've never been on that side of it, so I've never experienced it. So
How I look at it is I feel like men do not really voice themselves when they get in that courtroom. They already kind of put it in their head that they're not going to get this, they're not going to get that. And I don't understand why you don't give yourself that shot.
But that's where you go and you meet up. Like say, if they have made a decision, you go meet with a mediator, right? When y'all sit down, you like I said, you can file first, and I can file. Especially if you file first, now I can file against what you putting out. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna file. So I go get my lawyer. Now we sitting in here. Now we're gonna sit down, negotiate who gonna get what, who get what.
I don't
Right?
have to go through any of that stuff.
No, I'm just saying that's you personally. I didn't need in my first man. I filed.
Yeah,
And I
that's
walked
what
away
I'm
from
saying. You
marriage.
said
You
you
know, we
filed
didn't
and you
have
walked
kids.
and you could
So I
walk
walked away.
away.
I
You
just
didn't have kids.
gave her half the furniture and I walked away. So
Which is crazy.
yeah, that's all I said. We didn't have kids. So
No assets.
yeah, we just had furniture. That's all we had. I had moved back to another state. She was living in her state. So come get the rest of your shit and then get them out of here. And that was it.
So how can you speak on that if you haven't experienced it?
I got friends that gone through it.
Don't talk.
I got friends that went through it. And I told him to file, and he didn't file. And he sat there. He ended up filing, but she filed first because he didn't think she would do it. But she gave him the kid. She said she didn't want the kid. So that was a whole different thing. Now my other homeboy, he filed. All my friends that got divorced that was in the military. Well, let's put it like that. All of them.
Should have started with military.
So yeah, I was military. I'm retired military. Shit. Love that shit. I don't know what y'all talking about. I retired at 48 years old. Shit.
Should have started with military, honey.
Yeah, you should have started with one. We rock.
okay,
No.
look,
I wasn't saying that. But go ahead.
all right, who else? I don't know who else didn't have a chance to answer the question as far as who gains the most from marriage. Is
I
there
didn't
anybody
answer, but I can't answer.
who do you think? If just you know,
I from listening to everybody, I don't know now. I feel like
Well, because it's so
maybe
different. Everybody have a different
yeah, it's
situation. That's why it's never
yeah.
a pinpoint situation. It's just you got what you learned and saw. I got what I seen and saw and learned. But everybody's situation is different.
okay, how about this? How about I rephrase it?
The kids get
yeah.
off the best.
I'll rephrase it. Who do you think should gain the
That's
most?
even worse.
Even worse. Yeah, I'm sorry.
It's like if you put it that way, I should gain. But
Okay,
nah,
I mean, ain't nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
I mean, I
You
think
know,
I
it
mean,
depends.
we'll be honest.
the thing
Whoever's
is
gonna have the
that-
kids should gain.
But the thing is, if you're trying to really stay in this marriage, if you're really trying to stay in this marriage, then you're gonna have to start looking at things totally different. Who gain and who don't gain, because you trying to really grow a family and raise a family and really start something, you can't be thinking about who I'm gonna outdo, who gonna get the most
I'm not
out of
saying
it.
outdo.
But I'm saying get the most
outdo.
Yeah, but get the most out of it then, because you got to be there. You the provider, most of the provider. You the one. The man gonna have the structure and all this. She gonna have the nurturing and her part. So she need to be strong what she doing. I need to be strong what I'm doing.
Mm-hmm.
So if we sit here saying that I'm the power of all this, then that shit ain't gonna fail, because now you got to be everything, and you can't be everything. You can only be what you are meant to be.
Well,
And
I
that's your
think
purpose in this marriage, and that's her purpose in this marriage. And we're gonna raise these kids based off both these purposes we have. That's how you do it. You can be strong in this and that, and she's strong in this and that.
Okay.
What you got, Nova? You said, nah,
I think it just depends on the situation, because we all can speak on different scenarios. What may have happened to Miss Chalky, what may have happened to me, what may have happened to you, but every scenario is different as far as who should get what. Again, it depends on the situation. Maybe who has the kids. It's going to depend on. It's just different,
But the
layers.
question was who would have more, right? Who would gain
Nah,
more?
just who gain
Who
who
should
gains
gain
more.
more? Who should is what he said last.
Yeah,
Yeah,
who
that's the
should
last
gain
thing I
more?
said. Who
Yeah, that's what I'm
should?
saying. So
Because I mean, nobody wanted to answer my question, who gains more? So I switched it up a little bit. You know what I
And you were
mean?
no,
talking
that's
about like in a divorce, if
No, I'm talking
no,
about
just
in a
then,
marriage.
marriage,
oh,
not a
No,
being in
divorce,
a
just
in a
in a
marriage.
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 No,
In a
that's what
Can
I
we
was
marriage.
go
talking
back to
about.
that again? Who gains more leverage and all that stuff?
Yeah, I mean, we can, but you know
No,
what I
we
mean?
can't.
Okay, we won't then.
Here we
We
go
won't.
with the leverage. I can't do the leverage.
Okay,
um,
so nobody gains, right?
I
That
think
what
I
you're
think you
saying.
should
Nobody
both
should gain.
equally gain.
Both
no, you
equally gain.
should, but it depends on what you're coming in there with.
I don't even know how you can even favor the whole question, to be honest, because you
Who
gaining,
brings
who
to
Well,
the
gaining?
I
table?
just did my opinion. Me speaking from me. Um, I think I gain more. I ain't gonna lie.
You
I
might,
think I gain more,
you
and
might have, yeah.
I'm gonna tell you why. Because I like to. I give credit where credit is due. Um, yeah, I ain't gonna lie, man. If I look at my situation overall, you know, you talking about leaving socks. You know what I'm saying in the washing machine, and ain't put this here and ain't put that and this and that and all this kind of stuff. Yeah, you know what? I really felt some type of way. Like, yeah, you know what? That's me. Yep. You know what? Yeah, I'm sure there are plenty of things
Petty,
that I do that,
you
you know what
petty.
I'm saying? That she might be like, yeah, you know what? I'm done. You know, I do too much. So I just, you know what I'm saying? At least for me, yeah, man. Yeah, man.
I just never look.
Lie.
I just never look at it. I mean, like I said, we've been there so long, so
Yeah, but so are there
I
things
just
that
don't
you
never
might
look.
be
Yeah.
overlooking that she might do for you
Oh, I
with
know that.
no
Yeah.
question asked, no
No
beefing,
doubt.
no complaining or nothing, that sometimes we as men just don't even, not even that, okay, we might not acknowledge, number one, and number two, might not even realize, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh man, you know what? This happened, or this happened, and I didn't even realize it happened because it got taken care of before. Like, you know what I'm saying? You don't
But
think
then to
I
say
know that.
that I gain more, then she might feel she might have gained more by getting me.
By getting you?
Yeah, by the things I do for her. You see what I'm
One of
saying?
them people that love himself too much. That
No,
he was
no.
talking
See,
about.
you didn't hear what I just said. You so quick to jump in there. I said by the things that I do for her. Look at you.
I know.
And
I
I
heard
do love
exactly what you
myself, but
said.
I love everybody else around me. I take care of everybody. Now, angry
Okay,
woman,
I hear that.
angry woman, angry child. Like now, I take
I'm
care
not
of everybody.
angry.
Uh-huh. And I love the hell out myself. Who else gonna love me if I don't?
Yeah,
Huh?
absolutely.
Who else? Ain't nobody can love you better than you can love yourself. Cause when that person is gone, who you gonna love? Who gonna love you? Shit.
What
Better
you
learn
gonna
how
miss
to
when that
scratch.
person is
Better learn
gone?
how to scratch that itch.
What you gonna miss when that person is gone?
What I'm gonna miss? What the hell?
Yeah, like is there
What that
something?
got to do with it?
Well, he said, is there?
I
I
miss my
mean,
pug that passed away 2 years ago. I ain't stopped sleeping. What that got to do with anything? You
why
be
you
saying
gotta
the
be so
outlandish
heartless?
stuff, man. That has nothing to do with anything.
You too hard, Mr. Nobody.
That has nothing to do with anything. It don't.
You too hard.
Okay,
I
check
know.
this out. I got a question for Chocolate. Oh, did I catch you at the wrong time? Hold on, I'm gonna make the question long. If you
Uh-oh. He
no,
got
okay, so
paper
no.
crinkling. He'll roll it down, question down.
Nah, she said something that was interesting to me, right? And she spoke on men and their masculinity, right? She said that she didn't marry a feminine man. But I have a question. Do you think that a lot of men over time, like during the course of a relationship or over the during the course of a marriage, tend to lose their masculine identity, and that's what causes or can cause a conflict in a relationship with a woman because he's not maintaining You know what I'm saying? That masculinity that man is supposed to maintain, and so there does become a shift where maybe the woman is doing more of the things that the man should be doing.
Um, yeah, I'm trying to say something without saying too much. So, hmm, hmm, yeah, yeah,
Okay. Why
yeah,
you have to think
yeah.
so hard to say yeah?
'Cause
She
I
had to
have
think
like
about
the
it
I
first.
yeah,
agree. I agree with her.
yeah. It does happen unintentionally.
Right.
Because we are now one, right? We're sharing the same space. We're in the same spaces. We're doing pretty much everything together now. And that could be weird at first. After a while, it could just become entangled in one. It could just be weird. Does that make sense?
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. It makes it makes plenty
Not saying
sense.
it's a bad thing, because like I got married when I was younger, so it just it just was things that we both did not understand how to work. Because the way I grew up in like a household of like people that were married, but they had their own stuff going on. You know, they different hustles, their different things that they did on the outside, and then we all do stuff as a family together, family events, throw parties, do all this type of stuff. So he learned saw marriage a different way with his parents, and it just was like now we're just living together with these ideas of what we think it should be, and not thinking how do we create our own foundation, so that yeah,
Okay.
if that makes sense.
I think a lot of
Anybody
guys
else?
lose it. I think they lose their purpose when they don't stay aligned what they need to be doing. They lose their purpose and they get out of shape. They get lazy. They
Oh
just
my
they just
god,
lose it.
he stopped going to the gym, so he did lose it. Oh my god,
They do.
you're
They
right.
just they start gaining weight. They get lazy and they lose their purpose of what they're trying to do. And then all they focusing on what you're doing.
I feel
And
like it was the
so,
opposite.
well, you probably trying to get him to do something, but like some people they get into marriage and then they just stop doing the things that they were doing before. And so, chocolate God, I know you love whatever that is you eating, but
Oh,
I
I'm
I shouldn't have
sorry.
to hear every time you crunch.
Hey, she comfortable. She's real comfortable right now. She
Hey
just,
man,
I
she
was
just
thinking that
she
must
was
be
just
real
popping them in there
good.
too, man. Just crunchity, 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 crunch, crunchity, 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 crunch. I should have recorded it and got that sound.
get that sound right.
Yeah,
Oh, don't worry, we got it. We got it. Don't worry, we got it. We're gonna chop
yeah.
this
It was
one up. We're gonna
crunchity,
chop it
crunchity,
up.
crunchity.
I'm
Because at first
sorry. I
I
forgot.
thought it was Mims, and then I seen her pop one in her mouth. But yeah,
Sorry.
but yeah, I just think a lot of guys lose their purpose once they get married, and once they put on that weight, they just start forgetting their masculinity and everything else, man. And
Did
it
that
just
happen to you?
for me, no, I'm not. I'm in shape.
No, I'm talking about your first marriage. Did you feel like that?
No, about like you. I said we just got married young. I had never been around anybody like I didn't grow up around people married. So I had no
Oh,
real idea what marriage was.
Mm.
I was just pretty much tired being by myself, be honest, if you want to be real.
and you were in the military at that time.
Yeah, and I was getting ready to go to Germany, but I had been, I've been by myself before I went in the military. So I was just tired being by myself. And so just got married for the wrong reasons. And then she just, I don't know, she decided she wanted to go do what she wanted to do. But when she tried to mess with my job and stuff, that's when I was like, okay, it's time for you to go. So,
Mm.
yeah, she was trying to interfere with damn money. So it's time to go. These
Oh,
benefits and money is what we living off, and you trying to interfere with that. and it's time to go.
So you pulled the plug because she was messing with your money.
Yeah, she just wasn't being a wife. You know,
Okay.
she's doing other things, but the thing is, I went and talked to my commander about it, and we came up with a plan. I was in Germany, came up with a plan to get her up out of here because she was doing stuff like you can't even get anything your wife do in the military. It comes back on you.
Mm-hmm.
So she was getting a bunch of tickets over in Germany, like just randomly getting, and she know it comes back on me. If you write bad checks, it comes back on the soldier. So everything comes back in. Like we had soldiers get kicked out because the wife writing bad checks.
So she was over there scamming.
No, she wasn't writing bad checks. She was just doing stuff, getting in because I'm getting like 5 tickets in the mail because in Germany you can be on certain roads and the light will flash. They have these little flashes, like the lights, speed cameras. They got speed cameras. So you can be riding on a road, you just see a flash. They taking your picture that quick and send it through the system. She turned around, went back, came back through again, and did it 3 times. You see what I'm saying? So when he showed it to me, it had 3 pictures of her within 5 to 7 minutes where she turned around, went back through, because she knows it's going to come back against me. And so I had 2 at home. He had 3 at his office when he called me to the office and all kind of other shit. It was just a lot of shit. She was just, but then she wanted to stay together after I sent her home.
Probably because she didn't think you would walk away. She probably thought she could just get away with whatever it is.
She thought I wanted to get back with her when I came from Germany. Ooh, I'm coming to divorce your ass. So that's what I did when I got home.
Okay.
So I stayed in Germany like 2 more years free. And that was like the best day of my life.
You wasn't free, you was still married.
Shit, I was free. I lived like a free single
points,
man.
You see what I'm saying?
Oh, I didn't want her. She was divorced in my eyes. She was gone. We sent her home. I just had to get home with the divorce paper. That's all I need to do. That shit was over. She can wallow in whatever she wanted. She knew what time it was when she left.
All right, so look, I got a question. How much does that piece of paper matter? Like, does the actual that piece of paper, how much does it actually matter? Like, is there a
marriage license?
What
piece of paper? The marriage license?
Yeah. Yeah, like how much does it actually matter? Like if 2 people are together without being, married on paper versus being married on paper, how much of a role does that piece of paper play? Right. So look, I'll start from the beginning.
I know exactly what you're saying.
Yeah, look, you're in a relationship with a guy, everything is going great, everything is going fantastic, right? He doesn't want to get married, but you do. Is that a deal breaker for you? Like would as a woman, would you say, or even Mr. Nobody, would you say, okay, you know what, my goal is to be married, and if you don't want to be married, although everything right now is great, I'm going to walk away from this relationship because I am looking, for marriage. Would you know what I'm saying? Not getting married, would that be a deal breaker?
If I was looking to get married, then yeah, I had to move on to somebody who feel that way. But if I'm already married, it's more of I know the difference in those that were married that split and those that lived together for 10 to 12 years or more that didn't get married. So when they did split up, it comes down to the benefits at the end. So prime example, my aunt, she was with a guy like 20 something years old. I always thought she was married to him. We called him uncle, Come to find when he passed away, he was still married to his ex-wife. So yeah, they had been together about 20 something years. So when he passed away, he never changed his insurance policy she had insurance policies on it. So when he passed, my aunt thinking she's going to get this stuff because they believe in this common law stuff and benefits and all this, and she got nothing. Everything went to the ex-wife. Everything. And then I got a home girl, and they were like family. Her and her man had been together for 19 years. I thought they were married. All her kids had his last name, and she broke it off with him. And then when she broke it off, next thing I know, he went off and did his own thing. She was running to the soup kitchens, the food pantries. So she got nothing, no benefits whatsoever after she left, because they was raising the kids. So she didn't file child support or nothing, but it just, when you leave like that, you don't get anything.
Okay.
So that's the same thing when you're married and you get a divorce, you will end up paying alimony and all this other stuff. It favors the woman when that stuff. That's why I say a lot of times favors the woman. But for a woman, it can be gravy. But for a man, it's hell. But if you sticking it out and at the end, if I pass away, that's when, even it's like same thing with my son, like the benefits of everything, going to college and all this other stuff, having that paperwork put us in a different bracket. Being a married couple, doing this stuff, doing this and doing that, versus me doing it by myself. So it makes a lot of sense when you going and when you're trying to put a family together. But if you're not, if you trying to have a family and y'all having kids and all this, and y'all done been together 10 to 12 years or more, and y'all hadn't got married, you kind of killing yourself in that.
Okay, so when you say that though, are you looking at that from a financial standpoint? Because I'm not talking about financial. Okay, no, I'm not talking about financial. I'm talking about like just relationship. Period. Forget about finance.
It's always financial, man. You said the paper is the financial part.
So our relationships financial? Is marriage?
Yeah, marriage is financial. Marriage is financial. Yeah, that what breaks up marriages. Be broke in a marriage and see how quick that shit break up. Shit, am I lying?
What you getting married for if y'all don't got no money? I'm just saying.
Exactly. You don't need to be married. Both y'all ain't got nothing going on or trying to have it.
That'd be insane.
So with that being said, who do you think wants to get married more? Is it men or is it women? If you just had to, I don't know, guess.
Women.
This day and day, it's probably gonna be women. In this new generation, it's probably gonna be women.
Yeah, I think women.
Yeah, a lot of men not trying to get married now.
So
they don't want to go through that, the divorce and all that stuff.
Okay, so if women are, so is it truth? Is it truth when they say men are in love and women are in business? Like, is there any truth to that? Because if you're saying that marriage it's about the money, it's about the finances, and then we're also saying in the same breath that it's mostly women that want to get married, is there truth to the fact that men are in love and women are in business?
No, men are in the business.
In love, though?
Women
I'm
are.
about to say, are men really in love though?
Yeah, men aren't in the business. The women are the ones who probably be
That's
loved.
what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Men are in
You
love.
said it opposite.
Women,
You said it opposite.
So men are in love, women are in business.
No, men are in the business.
Ain't
Women
nobody
are
in love. Ain't nobody in love. Ain't nobody in love.
Men don't want to get married now
everybody-
because it's more of a financial disaster for them.
Okay, so hold up. What did you say, Mr. Nobody? What? Okay, hold up.
Men don't want to get married now anymore because it's a financial disaster. They don't want to get married now.
Okay,
a lot of young men don't want to get married. Men that's been married don't want to remarry. If I was to break up, me and my wife split up, I wouldn't remarry.
Okay, so I think I said, hold on. I
did enough. That's enough.
I think I said women. I think I said men are in love, women are in business. And you said no, Mr. Nobody?
No, I said men are in business and women are in love.
Okay, but so if we're saying that the women are the ones that want to get married, and we're also saying that women gain financially, then wouldn't that be women being in business?
No, that's why men don't want, they become financially by taking his money. So they don't want to get married anymore. That's what I'm saying now, anymore. Now, once upon a time, when married, even when I married, it wasn't no big thing. Some people still get married, but right now, a lot of young men don't want to get married because in fear, they're gonna lose their stuff.
Okay, what about the young men now that are getting married? Are they in love? Are they in business?
See, I don't know what they are. They might be dumb. I don't know. I still ask them, I
you
still
don't think
and
no
but you know
man.
what? I really don't know because I still see some young ones doing it and they don't really have a plan.
So, but you don't think they're in love, and that's why they're getting married?
I don't know. I don't know. I have no idea because I've seen some. I don't know because the woman can have better. Most time, the woman got a better job than the dude. So maybe he might be doing it financially for himself. You know,
Okay.
they marrying dudes that ain't finished high school. I don't. I'm serious. A lot of women got stuff going on, marrying dudes that ain't finished high school.
So you think men that are getting married now are in business?
It gotta be. It's a business thing for them. It's a come up for
I
them.
agree. I
It's a
It's a
agree.
come up
come up.
for you saying it's a come up for a man.
Mhm.
Yeah, a lot
So
of men. It's a
men,
lot of dudes ain't got shit going on. These girls still married because they tired of being by themselves. And you'll see it all the time. You look at marriages now, a lot of marriages, and not to be funny or nothing, but you'll see a lot of larger women and slim guys. The guy won't be no bad looking guy whatsoever. That girl have a lot of education. She's smart and all this and that.
She got
And
her
he
own
know
house.
exactly what he doing. He getting with her. She gonna take care of him. She make more money than him. She more educated. He just got a high school diploma. He got a little job over at the plant, and she gonna take care of him. He's a cause of come up. I
She
know a
got
dude.
an
He
extra
married a
tall.
doctor. He married a doctor, and I know for a fact he went to jail about 5 times for drugs. Coming up, he stole some cars from a car lot. And I know and he married to this doctor to this day,
but you
and
don't.
she getting
Okay.
all these awards and everything, and he still look like one of them dudes that was on crack that they say he doing all right now. You know, he could tell he had it. Something happened to him. He never looked fully recovered. You know, but she loved this dude to death, man. Put him in suits and everything. He good to go. I don't even I don't even think the boy have a job, to be honest. If he do, it's something real small. But she's like a well-renowned doctor around here. She got some stuff going on. But I know the dude because we always used to hang out together. I remember when he stole the damn cars and he got locked up for about 8 years just for that.
Okay.
And he
There
been
are a
on
lot of
drugs.
women
Yeah, been
providing
strung out
for
on
men.
drugs.
Okay.
So when I seen
What
them
you
married, I was like, oh, I know that dude. But yeah,
okay,
it's a lot of
what you
dudes getting to come up, man.
what you said, chocolate?
I agree. There are a lot of men that women are taking care of.
Yeah.
Okay, so is there a shift in that, or is that how it's always, traditionally been, or is that it's always been like that?
I think it's a shift.
I don't know because my aunt made way more money than my uncle, but they got married for a green card, so that was probably something different.
Oh, see, that's a
But that
come
is
up
a
for him.
business. Yeah. So yeah, that works.
Yeah. But I
Okay.
think it's more of actually a long time ago. I don't even think a lot of people was thinking on that same type of level. And I think over time, it just started being, like you said, became selfish type of mentality. And then the using of one another. 'Cause before people was doing it and nope, neither one of you had money. And y'all came up together. Y'all went, you worked while she might have gone to school. And then when you went to school when she got hers, and then y'all both came up and y'all bought your house and you did your stuff and raised your family. Now you got people like one of you don't want to work, one of you want to go to school for 900 years just to say I don't want to work and want you to take care of them. You know, shit ain't making no sense no more, man. You got
I think it's
22
just more
degrees, but I don't want to
prevalent.
work. What's that?
I think it's just more prevalent. It's more in your face now.
That
Yeah.
true. Yeah, yeah,
Not to
definitely
say it
that.
hasn't been going on.
That could be it. That could be it. I mean, I know some guys, they used them. I ain't gonna say use them, but they did live off women. I do know good dudes do that.
I mean, nothing wrong with
But
that. If that's their dynamics, that's just their dynamics.
if she good with it, there's nothing wrong with it. That's why I look at it. He
Man,
serve a
there's a
purpose
lot of
in
people.
there. He serve a purpose in that house. He take care of the kids. He do whatever. Hey, I don't. The thing is with marriage is whatever you two agree on. That's what it is. Ain't nobody else to say shit about it. That's it. If y'all too good with it, the rest of y'all need to be quiet about it. That's just how it goes.
All right. That's what's up. So look, anybody else got anything they want to add to You know what I'm saying? The conversation, anything that they didn't get to say, anything that popped up in their mind while we was talking and didn't get to address it or anything.
I'm out. I talk more than I ever talk. Mess with y'all.
Yeah, I think I'm good.
Katie gonna try to call me hard. You trying to call me mean? That what you trying to call me mean when you come out hard?
Are. You definitely are.
I mean,
yeah, you are.
Really, I'm not.
Very nice.
You know what? You know what though? To be honest, I'm good-hearted, but I am mean-natured. That's why I did well in the military. Because I can flip it on and off real quick. So if we need to go fight, I can go fight. We're gonna chill, I can go chill.
Oh.
So that's the difference.
Okay. That's
so
interesting.
I might have to come save your life one day. Don't count me out now. You never know who might be coming through there. Suited and booted.
That's what's up, man. I think that's an interpretation though. And I just think, you know what I'm saying? Like we was talking about communication before, you know what I'm saying? Like I think men communicate, you know what I'm saying, different than women.
At all.
I told it. I always say we're more tunnel vision. Like straight line. We don't what's going on around. We really don't really care.
Yeah, that's too much for me, man. I can't. Just give me one thing to focus on.
Yeah, we just kind of straight line. When y'all talking to us, like most time we sitting around, y'all think something wrong with us. We just chilling. Ain't nothing wrong. I'm just chilling.
There's definitely something wrong. You're just trying to suppress it.
See what I'm saying? No, it's really not.
Why would you say something? Okay, so why would you say that? Why would you say that there's definitely something wrong?
Sometimes the demeanor.
No, I ain't said about demeanor. I said we just chilling. It's like I can just chill by myself. Just chill and just be sitting there chilling. There's nothing wrong. My wife asked, "Are you good? Something wrong?" I'm like, no, I'm good. I'm just chilling.
And she just checking on you because she cares.
So what
she might do, but I'm just chilling. That's what I'm saying. We don't have to have nothing going on because we don't have all that. We don't be thinking about all that. When we think about something, we think about it and we go do what we got to do, and that's it.
What should a man's demeanor be, ladies? Because I see like what should a man's demeanor be? Could it be your interpretation of his demeanor? Can it just be your interpretation of his demeanor? Why we can't just be us without y'all making it into, you know what I mean?
I don't think anybody's making anything into anything. I will just know when something is of the matter versus when it's just, because if you're chilling, right? If something's wrong, something's wrong. You're just going to know the difference. And instead of just saying, blase, 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 you go kill yourself about it.
But then I just say, though, we was chilling. I said when we chilling. I ain't saying we having problems when we just chilling.
I know, but that's why I clarified it. When you're chilling. But when there is something wrong, it's not like you want to tell anybody.
Well, I mean, a lot of times we're trying to figure it out on our own. And sometimes we don't want to bother you with that.
That's what I'm saying.
Right. It just that you ain't gonna change no man out of that. That's just how we kind of wired. And when a lot of times we have stuff on our mind that we need to fix, and we're gonna sit there and figure it out. Man gonna figure it out. And then he gonna go fix it. So y'all never would change that in a man. Never. It's just something in us.
That's not healthy. We went to therapy about that. It's not healthy.
It may not be, but
from a black man, it's not healthy for you to do that because you
white men do it too. White men do it too. All men do it.
White men. We're not talking about white men.
Well, you mentioned black men, but you mentioned black men, so I said all
men.
Yeah, white is men too.
But I'm not dating a white man, so I don't care about white men.
I don't know who you dating, man. You might. They cool. They brush their hair.
So it's not healthy for a man to. It's not healthy for a man to not talk to his woman about something that he has going on. Is that what you're saying? Like is a man?
No, I'm talking about the part where he said we will sit, we'll figure it out, or we'll just
because it could be you guys. it could be you guys, and I know I can't talk to you about it because you might take it the wrong way, or you have a habit of blowing up when I do bring up things and point out about you. So I can't bring it up because I don't want to argue tonight. So I will figure it out, or I'll just let it go. Unless you got an argumentative man. I don't like to argue. I don't get down with all that. So
I like healthy communication, which is why I bring people to therapy.
I don't know. I think mine pretty healthy. I mean, we've been together 26 years. We don't argue.
You can be you can be together, but that don't mean that y'all are.
No, we together. No, we together. 26 years, 2 kids raised. We on our own for the last 7, 8 years. Been empty nesters. We good. Every black family is not caught up in problems. I'm just being honest.
I'm saying that. I think you're just
No,
taking it.
you interpreting that we have issues when I never said me and my wife have issues.
I didn't. All I said was we were talking about you and how you handle things healthily, and I said I go to therapy or I take the person I'm with to therapy. So there's a way that we learn to communicate. You took it as I'm talking about you and your wife. I'm talking for me.
No, I didn't take that. No.
You said, "Oh, we're healthy with 26 years." I'm like, okay.
No, you said I have a. When I mentioned that thing, you said a problem with communication, and I said, no, we don't have communication issues. We've been together 26 years. If I had a communication issue, I wouldn't be with nobody 26 years. We don't have problems like that because we do talk about what we got going on.
Yeah, you mentioned that.
That's why we survived.
I left it as what it was. But again, hey,
I got
so. All right, so Chopper, I have a question. Yeah. You think
I had a therapist too, so
yeah, that's what I was going to ask you. Do you think more men need therapy?
Yes, because they don't have healthy ways on how to speak up when things are wrong, and that's what causes a lot of situations in their life. Why they're not really self-starters, why they're not pushing themselves to do things that they need for themselves. They're waiting for somebody to do it for them.
I got a question.
It's very unhealthy.
Did you start seeing your therapist before or after your divorce?
I started seeing my therapist when I was 12 years old.
He was 12. So it wasn't on relationships though.
No, it was just how, it was just how I like to. My dad's not a communicator. In order for my mom put us in therapy for us to learn to communicate better. And that's how that went from there. And then I just started liking therapy.
See, what I was getting to is then on that point is you had grew up with a family that knew the difference in that. Whereas a lot of people didn't grow up with someone that introduced that to them. So
yeah, but does that mean that
it's not a thing that they don't know how to this and this, and therapy was never an option to them because it was never presented to them as a child. So as they grew into adult, they only just did what they always knew.
And I get that.
Now therapy is a measurement for some, but mine really, I had 2. The second girl, I had to drop her. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying? She wasn't making no sense to me. I'm just being honest. She would ask me what I need. Like that's we try to talk. Like I'm trying to she would ask me questions, but I'm trying to talk to her about why you keep asking. Are we gonna talk about something? Or you just here to check the box? Because she just asking me questions. Then at the end she say, "So what do you think you need to do to fix your issues?" I said, "Well, shit, you the doctor. Tell me. If I got to figure it out myself, I don't need to talk to you." And that's the last time I talked to her. But she would sit there with a frown on her face and shit. That would throw me off. She said, not to bag you what you're doing, Lakeith, but she would sit like this when I'm talking to her. No, I'm serious. Not to bag on you. I'm not. That's why I said it, but that's how she would do.
Oh, man.
And she would sit like this when I'm talking to her, and her face would be pushed up, and I'll just be sitting there. And it was a black girl too now. So I didn't want to just say anything, but then it's like, I had told my wife, I can't talk to this woman. She said, why? I said, it's just something about her that is not clicking with me. I said, her demeanor was not clicking with me.
So I don't want to just drop off without saying good night. And I appreciate the conversation.
Yeah, I know it's saying you had to go, but I wasn't bagging on you on that, the kid. I was just, so don't take me that I was talking about you. I wasn't talking about you.
Oh, I'm not worried.
You see, when I try to be nice, you give me that right there. See,
Hey,
that's why I stay on point. See,
you can't win. You can't
I
win.
know, man. Well, you
You
have a
see my
nice.
smile, right?
You have a nice. I don't care
I don't
now.
have a
You have
bad
a,
demeanor.
huh?
I said, you see my smile. I don't have a bad demeanor.
You wasn't smiling a minute ago. You smiled after you just told me that because you enjoyed telling me that.
I had an indifferent face. I was just listening, you know? That's all.
Okay,
All
that's
right,
why.
so
Like I said, I enjoy
I
it.
wasn't. Yeah, I wasn't messing with you about it. I was just saying
you have a
my therapist was like that.
good evening, Lakita.
Yeah,
All right.
go eat you
I
some Sunday dinner. Have a good
All
day.
right. Also, I gotta pull up this super chat. Shout out to Tanya with the 1999 super chat.
What's
Good
that?
discussion.
Mr. Nobody listens
Mr.
to others.
Nobody, listen
Listen
to
to
others.
I would. I don't know. You spend me
That's
$20. I'll listen to him.
Appreciate the super chat.
That ain't
Yeah,
the
yeah,
Tanya I
so,
know, is it?
huh?
That ain't the Tanya I know, is it?
I don't know the Tanya, you know.
Go
I'm
ahead.
just reading the super. I'm just reading the
Yeah,
super.
yeah.
I just read the super chat. But yeah. I mean, it's great discussion. Definitely, chocolate God. You brought a lot to the panel. Appreciate. Why are you looking like that?
Yeah, she be poking her eyes white. That's what we do. We just have a little fun with it. We got to push it to make you say certain things, dig in a little deep. It's all
Wow.
good at the end.
Try to ruffle some feathers.
Yeah, you can't just sit here and be boring talking the whole time.
Do I seem boring?
No, I said we can't.
Oh.
Yo, she getting it in.
Yeah, them damn
It was-
crunchy things. What is that you eat,
Make
man?
you
That
want
little.
to get a
Sorry,
snack.
it's these
You
frosted
want to get a
flakes.
snack or something. Like
Oh, I thought it was like them little nuts things. Them crunch nuts things? What they call?
Oh,
Kind
I
of
know
nut.
what you're talking about. I haven't seen
Yeah,
them in so long. But
like they're real loud like that. I know you eating frosted flakes.
no, I had ate dinner, but then like my daughter just came in here and that's what she bought me to snack on real quick.
All right, that's what's up. So look, man, if ain't nobody else got anything, man, I guess we could
yeah,
you know
man.
what I'm saying, shut it down. We've been on here for a little while.
Yeah,
I
got
think the
to bounce.
conversation was pretty interesting.
Yes,
And
sir. I
what do you
appreciate
think?
it,
What do you
folks.
think, Chocolate? What you think?
Yeah.
Interesting, different. Like,
I mean, like I say, I do this like all the time. Well, I used to do this all the time on TikTok, just sit and talk. So, and I like listening to people's perspectives. You know, that's pretty cool.
okay,
So yeah, it was cool.
okay, that's what's up. We
All
definitely
right.
enjoyed you. Hopefully, you enjoyed it enough that you'll
We'll
come
see
back
you again.
week, live at 5 next week, Sunday.
Oh, so you do
Also,
this every Sunday?
He do Sunday and
yeah,
I
we
do
do Sunday,
Thursdays.
and Mr. Nobody does Thursdays.
I do Thursday at 8, and he does. I do mine. You was on mine last time.
The third, 8 o'clock is bedtime.
You was up.
I was up because he asked me to
Uh,
but
well, I
8 o'clock
had to
is
wait till he
bedtime.
get off. That's the only thing. I had to wait till he get off.
I mean, I could be there. Not a
So
problem.
if he get off earlier, then I can jump on. I want to do it at 8 so I can be off at 9.
Oh, so you do it for a slot time of like an
Yeah, that's
hour
what
or
I'm trying to.
something.
Yeah, for an hour. I try to do
Okay.
mine just an hour. I'm not because it's late because I'm not doing 2 hours during the week. So
Yeah,
I
Mr.
gotta go.
Nobody, he gets it in on his channel. Did you see the joint Pugs? Pugs I jumped on. He said he was watching all your content. He said once
Who mine?
yeah,
Oh no, I ain't seen it, man.
yeah, Pugs.
Unless he just going through looking at it. I hadn't seen it.
Nah, he said yeah. He said he was I think he said he was like binging on it, man.
Oh, okay. Shit.
Yeah,
Okay,
he said
cool.
he checked it out. Let me see if I can find it. But yeah, definitely appreciate you for being on. And if you ever want to jump on Mr. Nobody's
Yeah, just hit me
on
up.
his stuff Thursdays.
I
What
do
you
more
trying
the
to do?
reaction type though. So
I don't know what that means.
like the last time I would be discussing something that's already been out.
Oh,
Some
like what
kind
you
of
did. Okay.
yeah, I do mine's most like that.
Yeah.
So,
All right.
all right,
Thank
folks,
you,
I
guys.
got to go, man.
All right. Y'all be good. I appreciate y'all. I'll catch y'all
Let me
next time.
leave out of this.
All right, brother.
Be good. Let me see. Stream.